We are coming at you with some hot top 8 action for Marvel 3, my favorite game of all time. I am Sai, being joined by my homie NM, and we are so ready to get into this top 8 with you. How are you feeling, and how are you enjoying your DreamHack so far?
I've been enjoying DreamHack so far, of course, just getting right off of the 2x KO pools, if you saw the cast earlier. And, of course, I've just been touring around the venue, seeing a bunch of stuff. There's, really cool bed with, surround sound. There's, speakers in it. Absolute dream to sleep in, by the way. But either way, we're going to have to be awake for some Marvel coming out here because we're in the top 8 now. They've been running it on the offline, while we've been doing 2x KO on here. As now, we're going to be getting into Chris versus Peels. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it should be a good match, of course. This is going to be one of those matches where whoever starts and gets the opening hit is probably just going to take the whole set because, as you know, it is not a lot of characters steamroll you harder than Hulk, especially with, assists like Jam Session with Hager behind you. Meanwhile, ChrisG, if he can take that space away from Hulk, could set up a lot of zoning, but Doom definitely took a ton of damage right there before Go was even off the screen.
And of course, we got Morgan, too, if we do want to set up with the install, which we're already going to be doing. We got to watch out for the Team Super coming out here, already charging the Morgan down.
Yeah, you got to spend everything. Don't even let her have a crumb of neutral or you will never play again. But, as I said, wasn't able to get the pickup. I think pressed the button a little too early before the charge. But popping the X Factor will kill that Morgan. That is definitely the #1 problem. Doom already coming in, bleeding a little bit. So, of course, Hawks is trying to find something before that X Factor runs out and things get way, way worse. And as I said, here comes X Factor Virgil. Even X Factor level 2 is probably enough to kill a character like Hulk.
Yeah, it's still so much damage. And of course, we're going to be continuing this combo. Actually dropped on the Lunar Phase. Unfortunate there, especially being thrown. No OTG there, though. Trying to find on the low. You're just going to get ground bounce into another Team Super.
Man, oh no! Huge drop right there. Gonna lose that Hawk after all. Now you gotta come in, deal with deal with Virgil with the missiles. But Dante finding the opening hit and getting that pickup off the ground without having to use the cold shower was really smart. So now, Doom, final character left here, dealt with a lot of incoming with that Jam Session and now kind of playing some honest neutral with Pipe. But Doom kind of likes this. I stand corrected, never mind. He got tagged air to air.
Yeah, I don't think we like that. At least we were able to stop the team aerial with the counter as we were just trying to dash dance a little bit in the air, but we get dropped, and of course Doom can easily carry off of this, maybe try to set up another foot dive after that triangle dash. Just going to be keeping you in the corner now.
Yeah, definitely want to build as much meter as possible, but you know the level 3 is not going to kill. Super support the snap and forced out the air, push block right there, so now Doom should be able to take out Dante. One more rep and level 3 should be just enough to do it.
Waiting there, of course, going to be putting that level 3 up, getting so much damage on Dante. And the Son of Sparta is just going to be going away on this round, leaving just Hager left to deal with this.
When you see ChrisG, he set up the missiles but immediately backed off. You cannot trade with Pipe. You are in 1,000 years of hit stun, so next hit is definitely going to do it. Oh, and the Lariat coming through. You're not foot diving on me, buddy boy. That is one of the greatest anti-airs of all time.
Being able to literally stop Chris's gameplay in its tracks, stop just the absolute fly gameplay. As now we're going to the second round. We're already setting up with Morgan.
Wow, that Jam Session is doing such a great job of just not letting Morgan fly around free. And I love that he's so committed to spending those 2 bars just to get Hulk with $1 million. He gets so much free pressure out of that. That Super is active for 100 years. So you see him saving up the meter there, trying to find something. ChrisG slowing the pace down and getting a huge opening here. And this could be it for Hulk if this is super optimized.
Yeah, especially if these hidden missiles come from up top. We're getting that install yet again to get on both sides for a pincer, trying to send in more hidden missiles, but we're able to tag Hulk out, able to kill a lot of damage too if we do not get the assist off, as Hager's going to be in here now to deal with a lot of this.
Oh yeah, Hager's just got to hold this, but spinning the meter, definitely going to put a ton of damage on Doom, almost enough to kill, but one fireball stopped Dante short, giving ChrisG another chance to live on here, and that interaction took 3 bars away from Xpeels, so it's going to be a long time before he gets to do that again.
The fact that you're able to build meter in that install too, meaning that we are able to go from install into install situation, is absolutely insane for a character like Morgan. But, I mean, it keeps going.
Yeah, it just keeps going. And, of course, she can steal so much meter back while in that mode, so it definitely feels like she pretty much always has sister active. So now just one Hager. I can't think of a worse Hager matchup than more Doom, so good luck to you. But at least the Doom part of that is out of there.
Yeah, able to take the Doom out, but again, that install going to be coming through. You try to stall in the air with that air grab, but it's still so much pressure that you're not able to get back into an advantageous spot, especially with Virgil trying to come in on you.
Yeah, Xpeels at least sniping the assist consistently here. Oh, but that Soul Fist was still able to stop that super, so Virgil's just going to hang back, throw out more rapid slashes, and there's just not a whole lot you can do in that matchup. That's just a tough day.
Yeah, no, that is just a tough situation. Now going to be tied up 1-to-1. ChrisG able to get in their rhythm, able to get an air grab off the bat on Hulk 2 and combo off of those hidden missiles.
Not going to do a lot of damage, but he is going to build a ton of meter. Oh, never mind. Here comes the TAC Infinite instead. Definitely going to try to focus and take out Hulk right now. I do think that is the biggest threat on this team. It's so easy for him to just snipe Morgan off one opening. But will ChrisG finish it? Yes. Not even going for the Infinite, just going to cash out.
Yeah, no, we built enough meter, just cash out on the level 3. Going to be able to almost take that Hulk out. They're able to live on a bar.
Virgil might still be mid-air. No, not getting hit by the $1 million, so got to spend a lot more meter to stay safe here. Okay, but he made it out.
And at least being able to DHC to get their Hulk out of there just in case they were going to get punished, as now Haggard has got to deal with Dr. Doom. Going to be able to get some photon beams up in here, able to get the sisters into play. Getting hit by a straight fireball means it's blocking time.
And you even saw ChrisG shaking his head right there. That drop really put him in an awkward spot here, but he's so committed to the Soul Fist. Doom is getting sniped consistently, but Morgan's buttons are so insane that that jam session meant nothing to her. My God.
And there goes Haggard. No more Larry is going to be coming out there from Xpeels. It's now Hulk with such little health. He's going to have to take so much chip there. You got to find an opening, but I don't think it's happening here.
Yeah.
No.
Just getting chipped out like crazy. And even if you do find the hit, there's so many different ways your combo's going to drop either way. So, yeah, Dark Dante got to do it. But he is a very capable anchor. Unless you're dropping your combos, you're not going to have that many chances, especially against Virgil. Got to be careful. A lot of X Factor on the screen still, though, for him. As I said, getting opened up here. Missiles for extension. No meter to set up the sword. Oh, I stand corrected. I forgot Morgan does that. Never mind.
Yeah, we're just going from round trip into lunar phase. Get another round trip in there. Get the sword out with the hidden missiles. One Son of Sparta, definitely the favorite coming out here, as we're just going to slash and dash you out.
Yeah, and I respect you for ChrisG. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, you start seeing those drops, like, what is the #1 easiest way I can secure this kill? We will worry about flash later. And honestly, as a Morgan player, you probably do need that range. Your thumbs deserve a regular B&B, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yes. Well, how much you got to keep up, especially with the fireball game off the install? Yeah, you got to do so much.
You got to do a lot, right?
Yeah.
All right, game 3, 2-1 ChrisG. Again, sniping that assist and actually catching the missile there. Oh, ChrisG looking a little frustrated again on these kind of like awkward scrambles. But yeah, Doom's taking a ton of damage in the background.
Oh, and there comes Virgil with the round slash. Going to be able to get so much off that assist, especially being able to set up this install situation with hit-out missiles too. Just to combine with Doom for this game is so difficult.
Ooh, tagging into the Soul Drain fireballs is so unfortunate right there, but we have an opening, we have a ton of meter, and if you for some reason needed an X Factor as well, but I think with Dante this is going to be more than enough here, optimizing to build as much meter as you can, and oh yeah, this TAC definitely should be enough.
Definitely going to be able to get it with the jackpot. Just going to be standing there as Haggard, waiting for Doom to come out. Not able to find your opening, even with Jam Session coming in. But, ooh, that X Factor cancel.
X Factor off the butter gun is crazy, but I respect it. Oh, huge drop. Enormous opening. Even waking up with the Lariat on the off chance he could have been negative on that for some reason. That's rough.
Bye-bye Doom, but hey, you got X Factor level 3. No, it's level 2 because you activated with Doom. You still got it with Virgil, though.
Yeah, and it's already run out, so no X Factor, no meter Virgil. This is the first iteration of honest Virgil. Gonna have to actually fight out some neutral. I don't even think if he gets the hit right now, it's enough to kill, so all we need from Xpeels is him to really just take his time. You see, he doesn't want to call assists, doesn't want to get them sniped. It makes a lot of sense to me. Virgil has more than enough range for everybody, but a back throw is going to set up for a lot here. I don't know if it'll kill, but I'm expecting some kind of reset or maybe a TAC.
Yeah, especially knockdown, of course, a ground bounce, able to get a little bit more off that. You're still able to get hit, just dive kicking every time you can get into a team super. Means the damage is going to be flying onto Chris, but not taking them out just yet.
Oh, he went for the reset, and Chris is not. Oh, sorry, the mic's. I think the mic just stopped.
What just happened?
What happened?
I think you just took out the setup.
Hello? Production, help. Mic's no work. We can't do job. Mic no work. Our mics,
where is
they stopped
somebody?
working.
The comms are out.
I think
Yeah, is it unplugged?
you hear me? Stream can hear us? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, if Stream can hear us, we're just going to keep this going. So sorry about that. Yeah. Got a little excited there, and the mics were not ready for it. But, yes, ChrisG still got a pixel of health here. Jumping over that Hulk super was so clutch. Could not afford to block that whatsoever. Has enough meter for the Spiral Source, but again, Hulk a very beefy character, so there is no room to drop this, and only 8 seconds left on the clock. He drops it, but he mashes the crouch light and still finds the dub after everything else. Amazing work.
Yeah, no, we still can't hear anything. Yeah.
Well, all right, that is going to be our first set of winner semis. Very, very exciting stuff right there for ChrisG. So much so that we had a technical issue just from the hype, the raw hype of it all. But he was able to weather the storm with just a pixel of health. Virgil is maybe the scariest character of all time to have a pixel. And, yeah, even in that situation, Chris just really had the presence of mind to make sure he wasn't getting chipped out or even trading with, like, Hulk's armor. Just really, really just good stuff from a veteran player. Xpeels, of course, still played amazing, though. Would not expect to see them anywhere lower than, like, top 3, top 4. So good stuff for sure for them.
Yeah, no, Xpeels, of course, just going to be going into the losers bracket now on those losers quarters. But still, they're going to be able to make a run, I imagine. So they were playing very well with their team of Hulk, Hager, and Dante. But still, that Virgil coming in last second, being able to get the win like that was so good. I mean, again, it's Virgil, so it does make sense how we were able to see that come back. But I'm pretty sure next up, we're going to be seeing in the other winner semifinals, we're going to be seeing TJ, otherwise known as FabulousZucchini, coming out against Clemkillz.
Yes, that is definitely who I expect to see in Grands. TJ, of course, fresh off another TNS win, as always, as you expect to see him in Grands of that all the time. So, yes, we got some more Hulk action coming for you. I would say the god of that character at this point, like, you know, like Kane Blue River walk so TJ could run, you know, that's how we feel.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tong could run, and then so that TJ could sprint. Yeah, should be a great match coming up here, too. I think I played some games with Clemkillz before, obviously super strong player.
Oh, okay.
I think we played some casual matches back at, like, Frosty's earlier this year. Really, really good dude.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool that you're able to get some casual matches with them. So, going to be interesting to see how they play up against each other. TJ, I see a lot in brackets, especially on stuff like Avengers and other stuff like that online. So it's going to be interesting seeing that come out. But either way, it looks like we're going to be selecting our characters, maybe doing a little bit of a button check right now, make sure we're all good to go.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we are able to keep the party train rolling here, so apologies for any of the weirdness here, but we are just moving along here. They're going to go ahead and do their button and get set up for us. But yeah, so if you were a betting man, who would you put your money on to win this tournament today?
To win the entire bracket is definitely a big ask. I mean, of course, definitely a favorite is, of course, NYChrisG. I think that would be the safe bet. But in terms of like an underdog, I could easily see, honestly, TJ coming out for it.
Yeah.
One of the two, honestly.
Because Xpeels, I mean, literally was just 4 damage away from taking that to Game 5 or potentially the upset. We could have had a Hulk winner final, which would have been insane to have to cast. But, yeah, I mean, if Xpeels got him that close, TJ could probably push it even further. So Chris definitely got a long day in front of him. And he was definitely trying to keep his composure. You can see him getting frustrated because he does play, as insane as that team is, all 3 of those characters are really technical. Like, there is a lot of effort being put out to do all that stuff. But either way, here comes Clemkillz. And yes, I definitely played him at Frosty's. He had some nasty setups in the corner with Stalking Flare. Some weird unblockables he was setting up, or guard breaks, I should say. But yeah, either way, TJ got the first hit, though. Of course, using that Rocket Punch to get this max damage extension.
Yes,
probably only going to have to use like 1 bar. Yeah, just the 1 here, but that's definitely going to do it for Dorm.
Yeah, already being able to take Dormammu out is definitely a very good pick, especially being able to start off of Dr. Doom, literally being put into this world with that Lariat and going to be able to continue the pressure off the Sentinel assist.
Yes, super optimal stuff here. And, of course, going to go ahead and use that super because the wave wouldn't have been enough. So, going to optimize to make sure Sentinel can do it and still has enough time to tag back out. Now, Phoenix is in with only 3 bars. But, as I said, she does get the hit here. Wasn't able to get any loops. Oh, and she's not going to have enough meter to live this. So, that is going to be game 1 for TJ.
Whew. Already a great start for TJ, really just taking the game, literally starting off with the Hulk on Dormammu and really just continuing off of there. And already being able to jump in, find the light onto Clemkillz, and I imagine we're going to be taking this Dormammu again.
My God, just clinic on a clinic here. I mean, it's definitely the TJ show that we expect to see. I like using the Rocket Punch so late in the combo. Tried to go for a cheeky reset, but unfortunately, Clem dashed as soon as that super started, so still got tagged either way. And now we are once again watching the same movie as Doom. Has to hold all this damage from Team Big Body.
Of course, being able to pummel your way up, trying to continue the pressure in the corner. Doom not going to be able to get out of it, as we're just going to be lifting the ground up, lifting your life with it, as all that's left is the Phoenix. We definitely got to be getting some bars in here.
Yeah, or at least try to optimize this combo as much as possible. Not going to risk going in for the dive right there, which makes sense. If you're in a scramble with Hulk, you've lost that scramble just straight up. So she has just enough though, so should at least be seeing Dark Phoenix this round. It's definitely going to take his time. Starting to zone out Hager makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like regular Phoenix is honestly a very underrated character considering her situation. All right, there's the pop.
Oh, and there it is, Dark Phoenix.
Yo!
Oh, no Dark Phoenix for you. Nah, just get X Factor grab. Good Lord.
Oh, that looked real consistent too. Oh, man.
Dude.
Clean work right there from TJ. That was actually nuts. 'Cause I'm like, what tech does Hager even have? Other than like, try to find a lariat or something. Little did I know.
And literally after that, Clemkillz like, okay, I get it. Hager's good. I'm about to put him on my team.
Damn. That's tough. All right, Clem's. I mean, honestly, I would probably sit Phoenix down after that too, because there's not a lot in your game plan that could prevent what just happened. So, switching it into the Hager, but still getting tagged by Hulk right at the top of this. Might be beefy enough to live this though. Let's see. Yeah, he's fine. Well, not fine, but he's alive.
Yeah, especially being able to wake up right before the Sentinel Super coming out, able to bait out for Dormammu to come in here, just forcing an unlock situation.
Yeah, just slowing it down right there. I mean, at least this one character's going to live here. Trying to find some kind of substantial opening on Hulk. It's just been straight hits, but unfortunately loses the footsies right there. It's going to eat a ton of damage here.
Here we go. Already going to be jumping up, slamming you onto the ground. Going to be able to DHC into Sentinel. Already going to be able to take out that Dormammu. Took a little bit longer than usual, especially with Hager in here now, as now they're going to be on the X Factor.
Yeah, spinning it now. I mean, honestly, you really don't see Sentinel get punished that hard on incoming, so that was really sick. All right, switching to the mags. Maybe going to try to set up some kind of like guard break situation. No! Just crossing under and letting the lariat do the work for you. And with all this X Factor. Oh, rough drop, but a great pickup right there. So Clem's going to be up 2 characters to 1.
Yeah, really good comeback for Clemkillz. Really showing that, maybe this is the right team to take on TJ right now. Especially as now TJ is only left to a level 3 X Factor Hager.
Oh! Ooh. Honestly, I respect the level 3, because if the level 1 didn't kill, you are just in a horrible spot there. Like, Hulk tech rolling that close to you while you're like kind of in lag, so I get it. But now you don't necessarily have the meter to kill Hager, but we're going to optimize this as much as possible. Still not enough, but honestly, you got to kind of take a page out of F-Champ's book. Repulsion, run away, anything you can, but do not approach when that lariat is active.
Oh, trying to stall a little bit in the air with that air grab yet again. Trying to find a way in. Trying to go with the pipe. Not able to find it. We got X Factor right now. We do not want it to run out as Clemkillz finally going to get hit in just a few hits. It's going to be TJ taking the set 3-0.
Yeah, and that's the really, really unfortunate thing about it is that there's just so little room for the other way. It's actually kind of lower.
Yeah.
That's better. That works. Okay, great. We're in business. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, production,
Thank
for
you.
making that very, very smooth transition mid-match right there. But we should be back, and now we can hear each other, and we'll actually have a conversation.
Yes.
So, now that we're back here, yeah, that team just has so much health, and it's so easy for them to just kill you in any interaction, minus Sentinel, I guess.
Yeah.
So you gotta optimize so carefully, because even just like a small mistake there can just literally just spell your doom right there. So that's rough, but TJ did amazing, and I am not surprised at all to see him in winners finals against ChrisG.
Yeah, no, not surprised about that either. We saw a little bit of a run back from Clemkillz in that last game, mainly because, you know, they started to switch to big body. They put Hager in there, and it definitely did help out a little bit. We got Magneto to try to just rush around the screen, but in the end, it still wasn't enough. We still found the run back coming out from TJ there, as now it looks like we're most likely going to be going to the losers bracket to see what's going to be going on there, what players are coming out from that side.
Yeah, taking a look over here. So for our losers, round 1 here in this top 8, looks like we have Momo Ari versus Drutorius, and then on the other match we have MiloBoyyo, and he's still waiting on 1 or 2 more matches from the loser side there. But yeah, you know, a lot of people think, okay, I can just zone out Hager, it's whatever, but even with a character like Magneto, sometimes it's just inevitable. Like, that man is going to find that hit. Because on paper, Hager shouldn't be hitting you, and then you will get hit.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me how he gets the hit. He gets the hit. Like,
he'll find a way in there.
It's insane.
He'll find a drop kick. He'll
Like,
find
oh,
a lariat.
he's you know, he's mostly just coming in with pipe and hoping for lariat, right?
Yeah.
You say that, but like, you can't trade with that character either. God help you getting counter hit headbutt. Oh, feels horrific. You have like 7 years to confirm off it. So, yeah, it's a tough day, but I think we are going to be going into this losers round 1. So that is Momo versus Drutorius. By the way, stream, thanks for rocking with us. I am a die-hard, lifelong Marvel player. Definitely stepping out a little bit on 2XKO. Going to be casting some of that Sunday, having a good time. What were some of your favorite matches you got to cast earlier for 2XKO?
Definitely the match between Hubert and JTR, where it did almost take Hubert out of the winner's side, literally off of the early rounds in pools, which is still crazy to me. That was definitely the favorite coming out for me. If I had to say another one, though, no, I'd say that was the main favorite, honestly.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I looked at the graphic, and this is a huge bracket, 160 people. I saw Sonic Fox, I saw Hikari, obviously ChrisG is here. There's so much talent, so really looking forward to that. But, of course, still having a blast with Marvel, my beloved. Having a great time, just waiting on this next match to be set up while they're setting up their buttons here. But, yeah, so you said you have ChrisG as the fave today. I'm, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to throw a hat on a dollar in TJ's hat, just see if he can do it. Looked like he was playing really solid there earlier.
Oh, yeah, no, he's playing super well there. It really felt like just once they started, they couldn't stop. So TJ's definitely going to be a big truck to get through if Chris wants to take it. Definitely the 2 front runners tonight.
It's so funny to be this late in the meta, like year 15 of the meta, and big bodies are like a very substantial problem at this point. Yeah. Like, you're like, oh man, Zero and Virgil and Morgan, they're so crazy. It's like, yeah, but there's like 9 Hawk players that are just running the world right now. Like, just getting stuff done. Oh, we're seeing some Cap action? Okay.
Oh, and that's my boy Nova down there, too. I love to see that alongside Cap. Okay.
I didn't see if he got Bolts or Agamotto, but honestly, Cap is pretty good with both of those assists, so. Okay. And, yeah, of course, Nova. We were talking in the hotel earlier. You were joking about them adding Nova to Marvel Rivals. I would like to see it. I'd like to see how they do.
I would, too. That's why I told you I played Flyers earlier. I'm waiting for Nova.
I'm honestly, Nova waiting room, I'm here for it. So, Captain America versus Zero, Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. This is a tough matchup. I mean, Cap has some options. He's got some good burst options and some good invincibility to, like, maybe catch Zero off guard. But Zero really doesn't have to commit to much ever. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Sogenmu Pizza Cutter is so active and it's so safe. So, first hit here. Cap's a little bit beefy, but Zero, he will always have enough damage to kill the character.
Yeah, especially with that install, Sogenmu going to be able to pop it off again. Definitely going to be going for a lightning loop here. Already taking that Captain America out.
Yeah, that's one. All right, first guess. Nope. Just cross-up lightning going to take out the Nova right there. I mean, he gets at least 3-4 different layers of mix as soon as your character's incoming. So it's just kind of, can't feel bad when you get hit. It's just, oh, now I know what hit me that time. It's just tough.
Yeah, and already taking the Nova out too. Another lightning loop added to the bag. Just going to be Doctor Strange left alive. You still got X Factor if you want to pop that level 3. Going to be going for a super here to go into level 3. Actually taking a lot of damage off of Zero.
Yeah, a lot of damage. We were hoping for a happy birthday there. Oh, but the Agamotto gonna set up. No, but he can't actually confirm these combos. He really needs to get these hits, especially while X Factor is still active. Does have a lot of meter, but if Drutorius is fine and just kind of like hang back and just stall this out and not press too many buttons for Vishanti, I think he's going to be in a good spot.
You know, trying to get out some photon shots right here. Trying to get of course, the aggressive zoning coming out from this install, really keeping Dr. Strange back. able to find some advancing guards, able to get back in, but still, it's a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, and honestly, even hanging back and getting zoned like that, part of me is like, maybe the projectile counter could maybe work out, but Zero's just so non-committal. He might block it, and you still might get punished, so just a tough day. Trying to set up Agamotto, though, to at least put up somewhat of a wall while he's here with no assist. Great teleport out of the mix, but the throw, not going to confirm, but still just got Dr. Strange just struggling to find his footing here.
Now it's going to be lightning pass. There we go, super coming out from Dr. Strange there, trying to make a difference against Zero, but Zero still able to pick up their combo, get in with a little bit of a lightning, and there we go, finish you off.
Yeah, that might have been a misinput, too. I think Zero was just barely crossing him up when he went for that super, so might have just tried, I assume was trying to just go for Spell of the Shanty and finish it off there. But either way, going to the round 2, throwing out those shield skills, trying to at least force Zero out of the air, but of course he starts from that buster and things just get tougher even when you do leave Zero alone, and here comes the first opening.
Yeah, now definitely good to be seeing that Suddenly coming out sooner or later from Zero. Just going to be waiting a little bit for it, just the right time. There we go, knowing that the combo would have expired if we weren't able to get that lightning move, but actually going to be dropping it.
Dropping it into an American reset. That's what sucks too. Like on the off chance you could live a Zero combo, here's Sogenmu and Pizza Cutter. So there's 17 more options to just pick it right back up, and that's what we saw from Drew there. Nova once again not getting to put his boots on the ground. He's gonna take a couple reps of the loop, but he's definitely gonna go out here if Drew can finish this.
Yeah, especially getting that Suddenly install out again. Of course, setting up the lightning loop right this time around, taking off all the damage from Nova. Basically just TOD that man.
All right, guess for game is Dr. Strange. Unfortunately, might have got crossed up right there in that little bit of stagger. Spell of the Shanty not going to hit. You got to pop X to stay safe. Gets the hit on Zero. Keep it super simple, and you can at least kill the biggest problem and hopefully set up for some mix here on incoming.
That's a really good pick, taking the Zero out, but you still got Doom to worry about, especially with that foot dive situation and being able to mix off of it. Still playing safe with the butter gun right now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. Doom's got so much meter and, of course, X Factor. So I'm going to go ahead and set game 2 to Drutorius. This is the super, super easy stuff you can't drop. But I like the way that he was moving. Trying to put that glyph behind him off screen was really, really smart. It's like, yo, if you can't see this mix-up, neither can I. I get it, but just wasn't able to actually confirm the combo all the way. So unfortunate stuff there. So Drew going to go up 2-0.
Up 2-0, and now it seems we're going to be getting a little bit of a character swap from Momo, actually getting the Nova Spencer Strange shell out here. Of course, Spencer being such a good tool to get Nova a lot more combos, a lot more damage with that restand assist.
Yeah, and honestly, no shade to Captain America, but if this is your other team, this should be your A team. Like, I'm sorry. It's not even against Cap. This team is just so absolutely insane, and you're fighting, you know, Zero Doom Virgil. You're fighting at worst the second best team in the game. So yeah, you kind of need to pull out all the stops. So hopefully Spencer can get something started, even just like a random grapple to just set up for a funky restand. And the jab's gonna come through. All right, Momo gets the first character.
5L, the GOAT reversal coming out there from Nova, already getting you onto Doom, and Dr. Strange's assists, the bullets of Realtek going to be able to get a little bit of damage, of course, for the full screen beaming, as they're just trying to full screen zone you out here.
Oh yeah, I totally get it. Look, you don't want to rush it. You know Virgil's coming in at some point. Honestly, I respect it. Set up the wall, set up the bolts, energy javelin. I get it if you're Momo. And clipping the Virgil and still catching Doom after all. This could be enough to kill Virgil in the background, and it is! Momo gets a point on the board with that happy birthday. Excellent work.
Nice job coming out there from Momo, especially being able to hit confirm off that going into the Supernova super after the fact. Already being able to get a beam assist off on Dr. Doom too.
Yeah, I mean, really good stuff. This game is obviously so breakneck speed, fast, and crazy, but that patience allowed Drew to overextend and call that assist, so good stuff. But as I said, Zero, of course, tried and true opening combo B&B. 2 bars just in case he even needed anything else to help kill this character. Definitely going to take Nova out. That is absolutely the problem for Momo's team.
Yeah, but you still got another problem to deal with Spencer, as they can use a lot of those tools, especially that bionic arm, to be able to do a lot of damage against you. But still, if we can get a lightning loop up in here, we're going to be fine.
All right, here's the first one. Yeah, that's tough. Spencer didn't get to play. Spencer Strange, even without Nova, is still really, really strong. But, oh, drops the combo. Tries to find a way out with bionic arm. Makes a lot of sense to me. Even trying to read that there's going to be a buster at some point. So he's at least safe. I think that's going to clip Doom for sure, but Zero's still perfectly fine to move around.
Doom taking a lot of damage there. Definitely putting them in the backseat, making sure they can't take any more damage. And we're just trying to find our way in here, maybe trying to get for a little bit of air, but ooh, that's going to be rough.
Oh my God, dropping on Zero feels so bad. That is the devil. Like, you hate to see that character get extra chances, but Doom, oh wow, living on a pixel I've never seen before. That was insane.
Yeah, just spell of Shanty. Just take him out. Take him out. Take him out.
That was best case scenario, yeah, because Doom came in with nothing. All right, no X though. Will it trade? Yes! The grapple is enough to trade, but Virgil has made it to the ground and trading again.
Hey, that's
The level 3 though coming out, and of course going in that Rekka series is rough. Getting the round trip out there too. Oh, and the rapid slash.
You hate to see it. He did not want that character's boots to hit the snow. He tried so much. He tried to interrupt the super. He was ready for the Helmbreaker, but Virtual, as soon as one toe hit the floor, the game was decided.
It's like, dude, I got a level 3 X Factor. What are you going to do against Virtual?
Right, yeah. Like, even Bionic Arm, because he didn't have X of his own, because Spencer could play that mind game with you for so long, like bait you into Bionic Arm and X if you do react to it, but him not having it and him just having to be completely correct right there, unfortunate stuff. Even the way the grapple connected was just an awkward angle he couldn't combo off of. Like, that wasn't, I don't even want to call that a drop, because that was out of rapid slash, so
yeah.
You had like that 1 second where he's going forward, and after that is, chance time basically. But yeah, valiant effort from Momo. I do think the team switch was a good idea, but unfortunately, Nova getting clipped, Spencer just had to work really, really hard there and just couldn't close it.
Yeah, no, definitely got a little stuff at the start with Nova, especially with the synergy with Spencer. And Spencer did a little bit there, especially some of those trades with Virgil, but in the end, it just was not enough. GG's, though, coming out there to you, Momo. You're just going to be taken out at 7th place. Still pretty good for a DreamHack bracket.
More than respectable.
Yes.
And honestly, still put on a good showing. But yeah, that's another thing that happened, too, is like the drops on Zero are so unfortunate. Like, we don't really talk about this. Zero has kind of like a small hitbox because there's 1,000 other problems before we get to that. But him being kind of small bodied, like curled up right there, he was just missing some like air to ground conversions that he really needed. Even like missing the impact palm, which obviously if you're Doctor Strange, you know that is the Jesus move that leads to everything. But
that is the crumple.
Yes, the crumple. Actually, between Nova, Strange, and everybody crumpling you. Yeah.
Yeah, true. That is
team
a crumple
crumple.
team.
For real. But that last match for losers, we are waiting on MiloBoyyo, and the winner of losers round 5. Going to take a quick look back at the bracket to see who they're going to be facing off against here. Because I know they were catching up a lot of losers, and that's the good thing about Marvel. Even if like the bracket's behind, Marvel runs so fast, it isn't really behind. It's so easy. Yeah, so I think they are waiting on the winner of Tako and Jazz, which honestly, I think we're just going to get on the stream here, most likely. Which should be great for us.
I think so. If we're setting up, I would imagine that's the case.
Yeah, it's the only other match left. So I assume we're going to get Tako and Jazz, and the winner of that will be taking it against Milo. But, of course, that is introduction. We'll see in a moment. But either way, yes, DreamHack keeping Marvel alive. So happy to see it. I mean, what I love is that we're so far in the future beyond when this game released. We're in 2025. We're at, like, such an incredibly modern event, and Marvel still, like, comfortably has a good amount of entrants here. And we're still seeing new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the meta is still growing in a game that's 14, 15 years old. So, shout out to Marvel for that.
Shout out to Marvel to really keeping alive so much of especially TNS, really keeping this game alive with their weekly brackets. Of course, literally being tonight.
Oh, yeah. Of course, huge shout outs to TNS. Shout outs to Proxy also. We were watching in the room. Proxy just be trapped in the infinite Tsukiyomi of 2XKO brackets. Because it was like 10:30, and we're like, how is it 2XKO Grand Finals already? And then, what tournament did you say was running before?
It was like the TNS iBuyPower Circuit Series Grand Finals that was happening. And then they just went straight into the weekly bracket top 8.
Yeah, as soon as that started, we were all like, oh, Proxy, you got a long night. And then we didn't have nothing else to do, so we're just chilling. We're watching that grands of the second top 8 go all the way to game 10. At some point, J2 disconnected. They just had a black and white photo of J2.
Yeah, J2 got murdered. I don't know what happened to bro.
Man. But huge shout outs to Proxy. You want to talk about somebody working hard? That is, I would have gone insane. I was literally joking. I'm like, this is like the Russian sleep experiment of casting. They have me in like hour 6 at least. So.
And bro's still going. I'm pretty sure he's doing the Marvel bracket tonight for TNS.
I hope he got a good 8-9 hours of sleep after all that last night.
Whew, that is rough. But either way, it looks like we're going to be going into this next match, which actually is going to be MiloBoyyo versus Tako.
Okay, he must have won it after all. Yeah, it looks like he took it 3-0 over Jazz. I just hadn't refreshed the bracket. So yes, we're getting some Spider-Man and some Magneto. This is an interesting point character battle here. Of course, Magneto with Morgan and Doom in the background was crazy. Morgan builds you up so much free meter in the off chance that Magneto wasn't handling the neutral somehow. But we find the hit, of course, Spider-Man Jam Session. Underrated pair of best friends right there, but they are besties, so let's see how far we can push this combo.
Yeah, especially being able to web throw back and forth, maybe trying to set up. We're just still going. Of course, we can infinite. Oh no, here comes Dante.
Here's the real damage, I joke. Look at that. That health bar didn't move. Whether he dropped it or not, all he was going to do was build some more meter.
Dante, Mr. Low Damage, definitely the support of the year. Definitely used for that jam session mainly. This Magneto is just going to really poke you out with some of them jabs.
Yeah, we in Marvel Rivals land, we call that a strategist. Okay, that is, he is not going to close that combo out for you without cashing out a bunch of meters. So, going into DT though, got some pretty good options, but of course, you know what? I respect it. I don't want to play your game. This is beneath me.
Hey,
it's
you
above
see what's
me
going
now.
on down there? I don't want to deal with that.
No, you come up here. You bring those up here. I'm not dealing with that. Respect.
I would try to do the same thing as now we're getting Hawkeye in here immediately into the fireballs though. It's that's rough.
The drill gonna come through. Really neat. Oh, great break on the TAC though. So Hawkeye gonna set up some Oki here. Yeah, this is a great character to fight Morgan with. Obviously, just a one-frame full screen tracking super. You already know Gimlet's gonna come through. Oh, and we're tagging Doom for so much damage. Barely alive there, but you really kind of just can't call missiles at this point. Gotta weather the storm. So we're in here for a long one.
Yeah, no, you gotta let your Doom stay in the back pocket as Morgan is gonna be the main one setting up both of you in X Factor, but Hawkeyes is going to go out, which means Tako has a little bit of advantage in this situation, especially being able to control the screen here. But Spider-Man, you know, trying to get in some webs, trying to get some shots, and that jam session again proven to be opening.
You know what's crazy? He got the opening. I don't think this kills. No. Oh, well, there was a drop either way, so. I'm like, that started off a scaled jam session hit for Spider-Man. She lives. Morgan is also way beefier than she needs to be for no reason.
Oh, Spirit Flame coming out, but it's not stopping that maximum Spider Baby coming out, getting the leg on you into Hawkeye.
Call him Hawkeye, that's funny. Hawkeye, that's amazing actually. All right, we got the poison here. Yeah, neither one able to just get like the fully finished combo that they really want. So this match is actually going down to the final 10 seconds here, and the health is getting dicey. Magneto does get the opening hit though, so it's gonna take out Hawkeye. Spider-Man and Dante have a lot of health, so this incoming setup means the world over here to Tako. Let's see if he finds the hit. No, just gonna let Spider-Man touch the ground. Magneto's healing in the background, and that might be enough for the timeout. But as I say, it's the throw. Not enough time to super. Oh, I don't know who wins this.
Oh, we still got it. We mess up on the initial web throw, and in the end, it's going to be Boyyo.
Okay, Boyyo takes it in the timeout. I genuinely was trying to do the math. I'm like, well, Doom got a lot of health in the background. I don't know, but Boyyo was able to weather the storm, so great game one for him.
Really great start coming out. You know, getting hit by some stray hidden missiles and a lot of pulses coming out here, but it's fine. Spider-Man lives this.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, Spider-Man isn't going to put out that much damage, but his movement is really, really good against a character like Magneto because he just doesn't have to be on the ground holding those triangle dashes. So, either way, we're going to see you later. Got about one, maybe two more of these, I think. Oh, Hawkeye extension for a little extra.
There we go, getting the Spider Sting out there and the follow-up leading perfectly to Dante to try to finish this combo. Yeah, definitely get the damage out here.
Because there's a world where he tries to go for like the air throw reset, but a character like Magneto might just be fast enough to get out of it, so just going to finish off the combo regardless. And Magneto's going to be down.
I know, especially after that Maximum Spider already taking out that Magneto. Definitely a different tell from the last game, but already Tako just getting canceled out of that TAC.
Wake Up level 3 was crazy. You're Morgan. You know what 3 bars of Morgan can do?
So much more than what that level 3 can do for you. Good lord.
So much.
That's 3 whole installs.
Oh, yeah. You can kill 2 teams with 3 bars of Morgan. I'm dead ass. But either way, setting up for the zoning here, Spider-Man once again able to kind of hang out at the top of the screen, just like Dante when he's in that DT. So a lot of the grounded mix just going to be kind of offline here. Let's see if maybe he can find an opening, maybe Cycle Crusher through some of this. But the projectiles are starting to connect, and Boyyo's starting to bleed out.
Yeah, Boyo ain't looking so good right now, especially on this Dante. Tagging into the most help with Hawkeye, trying to find a snipe, able to find a little one on Morgan, but still kind of finding the perfect game yet. Maybe here.
All right, that's off a throw, so it's pretty scaled here, but definitely going to pop that X Factor to make up for that. This should be more than enough. No, she's so beefy.
Ooh, it's fine though. Maximum Spider clutches up. Spider-Man going to be able to go in there, give them the old Peter Parker deal, as now it's only Dr. Doom left alive. And we do not want to be the Earth's last stand against the demons of Killtech or whatever the hell it was.
Ooh, for real, for real. Oh, that could have been rough if we got that happy birthday. Now, we do know that Hawkeye Doom is an incredibly good matchup for Hawkeye, especially against a top tier like that. Oh, nice with the overhead reset. Wasn't able to finish it all the way, though, so Doom just trying to find something here, throwing out these photons. X Factor is dwindling, and so is the time on the clock. Jam Session not going to confirm just yet, but this is looking like Boyo's game 2 for sure, especially if we can finish this combo. Honestly, he might time him out before this combo finishes, and he's not trying to.
Yeah, no, just time out, just go with web throw over and over, but no, we're going for the Maximum Spider. We're trying to finish it off, get off the new Sorcerer Supreme, take you down to the ground, take the second game.
The really funny thing about this is, like, this isn't going to timeout because he's camping. It just takes Spider-Man that long to do the damage.
Bro, just takes a long time to do it. I pray for Tokon, it's not like that, but probably will be.
I pray as well. Spider-Man's like, give me 47 seconds and I got this point character, I promise you. Like, he gonna get you there. Just take some work.
Yeah, just give some time. Just give them, especially with Dante coming in too. Don't get me wrong, good synergy with the Jam Session, but it's also somebody who does not hit.
Yeah, when he first tagged into him, I was like, you mean even less damage is what you tagged in? Ooh, crazy.
All right.
Right. But resetting, going into this game 3, Tako on his bracket life here, gotta find some kind of way to stop Spider-Man from just hanging out in that top screen, which honestly, it's crazy to think about anybody on his team struggling to control screen space, but Spider-Man is just kind of just hanging up where the light fixtures are at, just making it hard to actually like find him in neutral.
Yeah, really just able to air stall, especially trying to web throw back a little bit like that, web swinging back and forth. Magneto just cannot really catch this Spider-Man right now, even with these beams.
He switched to beam. Oh, he switched to plasma beam instead of missile.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay. Honestly, plasma. Well, there is no bad Doom assist, so I still get it, and that's probably pretty good for helping you snipe the assists. But as I said, it looks like Boyo has found that opening hit, and now we got a real long combo coming in from Magneto.
It's going to be really long, of course, with these web throws going back and forth, able to get the Jam Session to really extend the combo. Man, give me 47 seconds, I got you.
Okay, yes, and again, not going to go for the reset, just going to go ahead and finish it off with just one bar there. Maximum Spider is enough, and now Mora Doom, last hope standing right here. That shell kick was huge. Really needed that confirmed because this matchup is basura. So Morgan really going to struggle to just set up anything because Hawkeye is like a great counter, just in every scenario.
X Factor coming out too, doing so much damage right now against Tako and getting both of your characters out there to just take it off. Morgan already down.
Oh yeah, and the exploding arrows on incoming here. Doom got a lot of meter and he's got X, but he does not have the hit. And once again, these are maybe Hawkeye's 2 best matchups, just so this is just unfortunate stuff here if you're a Tako fan.
There we go, the scanner shot coming through, able to find Doom off the later shots and trying to use the Jam Session to just make sure Doom does not think about anything funny. This X Factor is now in session.
Yes, now Boyo at least is out of meter and doesn't have X, so if Tako can find a hit, it could be massive, but that neutral is just so controlled. All these arrows, exploding arrows, scatter shot, anything you can imagine to just stop Doom from really even being able to air dash at all, let alone find a foot dive.
Shot, and there we go. MiloBoyyo going to be winning that game and moving on to the quarterfinals. And now going to be my favorite, going to win this bracket.
You know what? Sure. See you later.
That's my Spider-Man.
That's my Spider-Man.
That's my Spider-Man right there.
That's not my 2-9 Spider-Man on Quick Play. That's my Spider-Man. That's the real one right there.
That's like the one Spider-Man I find once in a blue moon that locks in.
Yes. He's either a nuisance for them or for you, and there's no middle ground. There's no 10 and 10 Spider-Man. It's always crazy. But either way, great stuff right there from Boyo. That's just rough for Tako. I mean, it's hard to imagine you're running into too many Hawkeye players. There's only a handful. They're all good, but there's just only a handful that you really see. But yeah, kind of getting double counterpicked there, low-key, because like Hawkeye is so good against Morgan and Doom, and then Spider-Man, was weirdly good against Magneto because he just doesn't have to hold a lot of his pressure. And you saw him struggling. He switched off missiles. He was trying to sneak in those magnetic blasts. He's like throwing something. But yeah, Spider-Man was just a bit too mobile, and Hawkeye just prevented him from being mobile. So there wasn't a lot Tako really could have done there, I don't think.
Yeah, no, with the way that Spider-Man was just able to constantly air stall against Tako, make sure that nothing was set up. There were some points there we were able to get. We saw the Morgan install drop off after a while. I think that's why they went for that level 3, because they were like, all right, the Spider-Man's just going to stay up in the sky. What am I going to do?
Right. And don't get me wrong, I get frustrated when I kill a character too. I get it. Like, I really get it. But yeah, nobody was home for it. So, looking at the next match we got coming up here is going to be Clemkillz versus Drew. Again, this should be pretty solid. Drew had kind of a rough winner side right there. Or excuse me, not Drew, excuse me. Clemkillz had kind of a rough match right there with TJ, but was still playing really solid. Of course, his Dormammu was absolutely disgusting, so I'm excited to see some good stuff here. But Drew is no easy opponent.
No, not easy at all. Got to shout out one of their shirts there from JoJo being, oh, that's a baseball!
Wait, is that a JoJo reference?
Yeah, that's a JoJo's reference.
Listen, weebed out as I am, wearing Chainsaw Man today.
Yeah.
JoJo's is the one I didn't give it a full shake, but if you tell me anything is a JoJo's reference, I'm like, yeah, probably. I don't know what goes on in that show.
Anything could be a JoJo's reference. That is an actual JoJo's reference, though. It's part 3 reference.
Like one, I was like, why is the sky orange? They're like, why not? I'm like, got me. Okay, yeah. Why am I asking questions? It's JoJo's.
Yeah, no, it's just straight up JoJo's.
Eat this!
Be making sure we're all good to go. We're fine here.
Yeah, production, if you can call to turn the game audio down just a taste, we'll be good to go. But either way, got the button check finishing up here in just a moment. Clem versus Victorious. Chat, what are you, yes, much better, thank you. Chat, what are you thinking? Let me know. Do you think Drew's got this? Do you think Clem got this?
Yeah.
Give me a 1 for Drew, give me a 2 for Clem.
Yeah, we don't got any bets on Twitch chat, but you can still bet by just typing in there and letting us know what you think. We're going to be getting our characters sorted out. Of course, staying here for Clemkillz. Meanwhile, of course, Zero Doom Virgil. I mean, what else is there?
Yeah, what else is there? Oh, we got EMP Obama in the chat. Big fan, dog.
What's up, bro?
We was just talking about how sick you are the other day, actually. Yeah, huge fan. All right, so looks like we're gonna get into this Zero versus Hager. Again, really tough matchup, but of course Zero absolutely explodes if he does get hit. But so far, not happening. I mean, the missile's behind him. You see the Buster. This is just a tough day for Hager.
Absolutely rough, especially since the lightning loops are 100% going to start to happen. It's going to really carry Hager for this. It does not matter how much health he's got.
Yeah. Even with that much health, like he had to spend a little bit more meter, but I mean, Zero's not afraid to spend meter. He built so much of his back, so. All right, surviving the incoming. Boots have hit the ground. Oh, and a nice air throw. Okay. Gonna have a huge opening here for Clem. Gonna have to spend a lot of meter to kill Zero and X Factor, but honestly, I would spend it too.
Super off. They're actually going to be able to take the Zero off the bat. Very good pick from out for Clemkillz.
Ooh, and he tried to set up the guard break, but the fire got extinguished before Doom hit it down there. So, got another opportunity here. Gonna go ahead and spend the money on those lasers and tag in Virgil, and this could be huge, but kind of an awkward space to confirm, so Clem wins on.
We're going to be living on, trying to play Virgil right now, trying to teleport through with the trick. Not going to be successful.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna go ahead and push block Virgil, make sure he doesn't get any of that ground falling. He's only got 1 bar, but he did pop X. All right, guess for your life.
Just whoa! Way in, find it on the low, not to be able to convert off his health.
Hey, good snipe right there. Wasn't really able to DHC into too much extra damage from Magneto, so I get it. And snipes to teleport out. This is a great game for Clem. Doom coming in with no X or meter. Ooh, and against Dormammu. That's tough.
Yeah, that's slow. Fireball speed is so rough. He's able to advance and guard it, but still left it blocked for so long. He's kind of just chilling in the corner, waiting for you to do something, and something you do.
All right, finding that. By the way, grabbing Dormammu as Doom is so hard. So good stuff right there. Definitely takes his character out and definitely needs to. Only got to spend 1 bar to do it. So now 1 apiece, 1 bar apiece. Pretty much anybody's game. Next hit should take it. And it looks like Drew gets it with just the same side low with simple stuff.
dive. Blue going for it again. Might be going for it. Yep, going for the level 3. Take this Magneto out, and just as quick as Clemkillz does control over Tutorius, got taken away from them all in one grab.
Yeah, that was not easy to do at all. Also, if things get hit by that as Doom, you're like, oh, is he going to cross up, flip dive, is he going to try for missile shenanigans? Nah, just a jab. Sometimes the basics will just get you through, so good stuff.
Really good off of that, especially being able to carry now off of that virtual assist. You already know from him to be coming out yet again to carry some lightning boots all the way towards your jab.
All right, yeah, there it is. Spinning the other bar, but definitely going to do enough damage to be able to take him out there. So, once again, Clem got to come in. His Dormammu's a huge threat, but can he survive the incoming? Yes, 2 for 2, and even gets the hit.
Really strong start again for Clemkillz. Nice. Really get started when they're on Dormammu. Able to continue off that teleport too. Yeah, this is Zero almost gone.
Yeah, even when they dropped right there, had more than enough to chip him out, especially with that X Factor on deck. So, Magneto coming in here, trying to find some kind of opening here. Of course, Doom just stalling for time, maybe trying to build some meters, trying to find a good way to just tag and work into the swords, but he's only got the 2 bars, so if Virgil doesn't get the hit, it could be rough.
We're just trying to air stall right now. Honestly, both sides just trying to go for the photon shot over and over. Drew really keeping a good defense game right now. Clemkillz cannot find a way in with somebody like that. He reads the floor around the screen so well.
Yeah, both of them taking it really slow. Now, of course, even though they're kind of throwing things out, things are somewhat even, asterisk, that X Factor is still on the table for Drew, so Clem can't make any mistakes here. Gonna be trading supers, tagging into Dormammu. Will the swords come out in time? They do. This is the worst case scenario, but there is a little bit of a drop right there, so Clem needs to keep Dormammu for at least one more interaction.
Able to keep him a little longer. The Spiral Sword coming out. And Fireball though, the moment out on Virgil and find the toss-up.
Again, this is not easy, but he's able to do it, and that's what I was afraid of. Drew can tag in that Virgil, but he did not have the meter to keep the swords going, so he really needed a clean opening to actually make that threatening. So now, Doom by himself got a lot of X Factor. I mean, obviously we just saw Drew go through this one match ago, but 33 seconds left on the clock. This is still just such a death by 1,000 cuts kind of matchup for Doom.
Especially off of that being able to get that Fireball Super, get the slow moving 1-2. You have to pop X Factor to keep yourself alive, but still, this is such a big ladder to climb.
And good presence of mind, too, to like do it as late as possible so he could like cover more and make sure he wasn't chipped out. So literally perfect X Factor timing, but getting clipped, but not confirmed on. So still got one more chance here. 17 seconds on the clock. Can Drew make this comeback yet again?
And try to stall out they can, but no, just gonna be sending that beam in over and over to take you out as we're trying to set 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, really good mindset from Drew. You even saw he had kind of an opportunity to maybe hit Virgil on that assist, but he knew the shockwave would kill him. So really, really good way of just like thinking about the situation, but unfortunately wasn't enough. Snapping Zero is interesting. I mean, it's hard to argue the bigger problem between Dark Virgil and Point Zero, but interesting.
Yeah, especially because both times we were able to get Zero in Little Haggard right off the bat, but this time around, you're able to live and show how Clemkillz wants to play him.
All right, yeah, big hit here. Of course, going to be able to rack up a ton of damage off this. Got 3 bars for the, just going to go straight into that, probably in a Stalking Flare. Yeah.
There you go, and finish it off. Clemkillz is able to come in and just take all this damage on you. Dr. Doom going to have to come in there. Already starting to take some chips.
Ooh, good defense from Drew. This Doom is working so hard. But Zero in the background, forgot he was there. It's so shocking that he's either on point or he's dead. I forget when he's in the background sometimes. But yeah, he's coming in here and with a lot of meter to boot. So of course, these lightning boots are going to just be so devastating for Clem. Magneto's most likely going down here.
Yeah, especially with the lightning loop coming out yet again too. That is going to be a dead head if I've ever seen one. Yeah, wants to do it, especially with Haggard coming back in, taken out by so many. Playing pretty safe.
Wow, but able to find the hit. Missile, of course, going to help out right there. With kind of a weird angle, so unfortunately he dropped that. But 2 characters of piece here, Doom missiles. I mean, you know Haggard wants the lariat, but actually going up there with the instant overhead light was crazy. Knowing that Haggard was in the lariat, but either way, Drew finds the hit.
Going again.
Oh, okay, that was close. That was close.
I was just saying earlier, Haggard with the picture was so scary. All right, yeah, just Dormammu left here. Got a lot of work to do.
Fireball from the bottom on the break check right now. Going for the slow moving Fireball 2 to do a little bit of that again. So many advancing cards coming out, but it's just so much chip.
Yeah, actually forced Drew to pop a defensive X Factor not to get chipped, and he does just kind of have to hold it because you call Doom at any point. He's taking a trillion damage, so you got to be careful. Got to kind of just use the time to your side. We're seeing a lot of matches get close to the time today.
Really close now. 60 seconds left before the nice. The one in the lead actually taking out that Dr. Doom assist tag it in.
That's what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. There's no good time to call Missile against Dormammu. We can snipe it. Even being late to the party, because as crazy as Missile is, he is out there snapping his fingers for a while. So really easy for Doom to pick that up. Good stuff to Drew.
You know, really good stuff coming out there. Are we going Iron Man? No, we're still going Iron Man.
Wonderland.
Interesting. It's so crazy to look at the characters on the screen and to think about this going to time because they all just put out so much damage so fast.
They're just able to do each other and walk about they can just keep each other even for so long. But already, it's kind of reversing what we've seen from earlier matches as Clemkillz is already able to take out the zero.
Man. 3 push guards later, here you are getting thrown anyway. That is just the Hager matchup all boiled down to a nutshell there. Snapping in the Virgil, mid-screen mix. Oh, tried to go for the same side, but the weird drop. Gonna give Clem an easy pick up of Larry.
Keep the combo going. Drop kick and Dormammu able to help out there. Already taking the Virgil out. Just in a few seconds and all that's left to do.
Can you handle it? Here comes the first stalking player of, I'm sure, so many. Options to go Magneto instead. Yeah, forced to lock down. Drew gonna have to pop X here in just a moment just to survive the chip that's gonna be coming out. It does have a lot of meter, but this is a very, very healthy team that's got to take out. Oh, missed input. Did not want that laser, just wanted the medium. That's rough.
Oh, and found the opening off of this one pulse. From that, it's going to be Clemkillz able to take the set 3-1.
Yeah, and you see Drew shaking his head right there. That could have been the start of a huge comeback, especially in the corner with that much X Factor left. But Clem was able to manage such an incredible team. I mean, that was a hard team to fight in almost any of those matchups. So good stuff to Clem for sure.
Great stuff coming out there from Clemkillz. Of course, going to be moving on in the bracket to fight whoever wins between what is our next match with Xpeels and MiloBoyyo.
All right, so we're going to be getting some more Hulk action for sure here. Yeah, Xpeels was playing amazing early in the bracket. I said out loud I would be shocked to see them anywhere lower than like top 4. So this losers quarters match will be deciding if they do. But yeah, Boyyo versus Xpeels here. I don't want to count Boyyo out by any means, but that's a really beefy team to have to kill.
Yeah,
with a pretty low damage team. That's a lot of work there.
Oh, I want to root for my Spider-Man, but like that is a rough hill to climb. You got to go up against people. You got to go up against Hulk, Dante Hager as Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Dante.
Yeah, because like not only does Hulk, I mean, the See You Later loops already struggle to do enough damage as it is. Hulk, it is so easy for Spider-Man to just die because of all the armor on those heavies. So it's going to be a tough day for Spider-Man. He's going to need like a huge whiff call out or maybe jam session to set something up. But if it's just face-to-face neutral, Hulk is going to win that every time. So got to be super careful here.
Yeah, no, got to be super careful. The stacks are against you, but MiloBoyyo, I do believe they're able to make their way out. So good. Definitely a tough time, especially against somebody like Xpeels, who does so well in some of these online brackets and parts. And now going here for DreamHack.
Yeah, going for it all here. But let's see if they can keep the run alive. I feel like the situation is pretty far in their favor. I will say that Boyyo did have like insane movement. The fact that like Magneto and like Missiles and Morgan were struggling to trap that movement, and this is another team that doesn't have that same capacity to like lock somebody in place. But the damage output is absolutely there, super one-sided in their favor. So yeah, that's the after. Let's just see how this goes.
Cena already coming out for a Hulk grab, but not going to be able to set up for
Yeah, wasn't able to get enough charge right there to get. Oh, never mind. Man grab coming through to get the party started here. No, not able to pick up off that either. Interesting.
Being able to
get the web off, goes straight into Dante for TAC, and now Hawkeye's going to be coming in to slam you on the ground.
All right, yeah. You know what? That combo didn't go the way they wanted, and God help you trying to get set up like Dante TNT loop from that high up. But Hawkeye versus Hawk, much better matchup. Hawk just got to hold all this, and unfortunately going to go down there.
Really good pick from MiloBoyyo right off the bat. Now having to deal with a Dante of their own, just trying to set up the jam sessions right now. Trying to really lock down MiloBoyyo for one specific spot.
Ooh, misses the OTG pickup, gets the raw tag, but is not able to punish it, so that could have been even worse right there for Boyo. But yeah, just, again, Taggart just being kind of zoned out. I think I really discounted how good Hawkeye would be against this team. Ooh, but as I said, with the level 3 and got punished as a bonus, that is some rough stuff.
As now it's going to be a 2v2 situation, but Hager was waiting for you. Spider-Man literally being born into this world and taken out immediately with Dante from MiloBoyyo.
Yeah, Dante sneaking in that box dash, at least make himself safe here, but he does not have any X Factor and only 2 bars. It's going to take several confirms for him to start taking the lead here. But as I said, is able to beat up that fight with that 8-frame jab, which is really crazy. Good stuff finding the hit, but we need to see Boyo close these openings out.
Right now, going to be able to get the snap back, bring the Dante out from Xpeels. Try to go for a little bit of a mirror match. Go back and forth on each other.
Ooh, nice, yeah. Overcommitment right there. Gonna set up for a huge opening, but again, isn't able to finish the combo. And that's the thing that stinks about Dante. Like, if you're those high pressure, I just need something easy, he doesn't really have a combo that lets you do that. You have to go for something kind of difficult most of the time with Dante.
Not a very easy character to pick up and out. The double trigger coming out. Xpeels trying to make a name for himself. The opening, maybe able to take MiloBoyyo out.
Yeah, MiloBoyyo gonna lose that unfortunately there, but I feel like he got the opening, he just wasn't able to confirm. There were like 3 or 4 drops right there that could have swayed that the other way. Oh,
There's just run up only gets slammed in your head. Good lord.
oh, Peter. Oh, this is rough. Oh, Mr. Parker. Yikes.
Savage hold there, able to take out Peter Parker. Already just making a windmill towards Dante.
All right, had enough time for the charge right there, so able to get this cool pickup. Got a ton of meter to spend here as a bonus too. Oh yeah, super going down here.
Oh yeah, Dante is down. It's literally just not even 20 seconds. All you got left is Hawkeye. Already getting lariated too off of Wake Up.
Ooh, yeah. Just jumping in, jumping out. No matter what decision you chose, Lariat was going to cover it right there. So, easy pickup right here. You know, would be a perfect if you wanted the Lariat damage. So, great response right there.
Really good performance out there. Already second for Xpeels in a much smoother match than that. Now we're going back to the characters like maybe no, change our all too.
Yeah, at least it's going to take a second here to try to catch your breath. Marvel is a very, very, very stressful, fast-paced match. So makes sense to me. But once again, what did I say before this match started? If it gets to face-to-face, Spider-Man is in a horrible, horrible situation. Yet again, another command grab is going to open things up for Xpeels.
With Dante for the attack. So much damage. And off just that shoulder charge, able to get KO. Already setting up with the jam session too.
Aura Farm incoming mix-up is crazy. Yo, he did a fan cam for his mix-up. That's insane. Wow. Well, that aside though, you do see a little bit of signs of life here from Boyo. Going to get a big opening here, spending a ton of meter to make sure Hawk dies. But it's still not enough somehow. No, yes it is. There we go. No!
Oh, good lord! Hulk just takes everything. Jam session not even saving you. Devil trigger coming out so that Hulk saves himself too.
Yeah, I mean those extensions were sick, but somehow Hawk is still able to weapon his own there. Slowing down the pace with Dante. Hawkeye only has about 1 bar for Gimlet, so he's got some time to stall, but that matchup is still kind of tough, and Hager is obviously no better.
Jam session, and they're going to be able to find the ball. Get our own down and into it for a jam session. Gets the Hawkeye. Definitely going to be able to carry, especially with that tight drop kick in the corner very well. The drop coming up, picks it right back up.
Easy money, gonna have to win. No, not gonna have to win. I wasn't sure. All right, so just 1 character left. Just Dante with. Oh, hello.
We good?
Uh.
They're throwing their hands up. I don't think they're good.
What happened? Well, viewers, your guess is as good as mine. Something must have happened. I don't know if there was like a controller disconnect or maybe some Bluetooth shenanigans. I couldn't tell you, but right in the heat of battle, right when Xpeels was 1 single second away from taking it all, looks like some kind of technical difficulty.
A little bit of technical difficulty, unfortunate there. Just to make sure we're all good because we do not want to ride that in the set out with a failure.
Yeah, maybe the screen went black or something because neither of them paused, so they're both just trying to figure out what it is. So seems like a no-fault situation. I don't know if they keep it going, if they just want to play it from here. Honestly, there's no time left on the clock either, so I assume they just got to kind of reset the round. Yeah.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble.
There.
The fight of your life.
All right, so one more chance here for Boyyo. Xpeels still sitting up for those 2 games. And honestly, Boyyo has not been able to win that opening gambit with Spider-Man Hulk, so I don't know what they'll do. Even if they just try to like backdash, just plink away and maybe get to the skies, I'm not sure. But you have very little time to react in that round situation. Yeah, but both players still laughing it off. I mean, again, seemed like a no-fault thing, obviously. So
yeah,
just trying to reset a little bit here.
We're fine. We're both okay with what has happened. We're just gonna make sure we get back into it and run it back now. Maybe a controller issue on the side of MiloBoyyo.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I mean, you see Xpeels looking down, either checking his phone, maybe changing the song, maybe saying, "What's on New Music Friday? What dropped today?"
Yeah.
I think I saw Magdalena Bay drop. Shout outs to him. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, man.
I don't know either, bro.
Okay. Oh, okay. It looks like they're actually swapping the monitor itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and guess that the monitor probably went black at some point. But either way, shout outs to production. Again, handling a lot on the fly and just trying to make it as smooth as possible. So, of course, good stuff to them. And obviously, thank you so much for watching so far. But yes, one more match and we will be officially be in our top 4. I assume we're going to go straight into winners finals after this. So that'll be ChrisG versus TJ. And that really could go either way. Honestly, I expect, without even predicting which one of them wins winners finals, I definitely expect a reset in grands just because they're both just so talented, so volatile. So
yeah,
who knows? But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and swap that monitor out. Yeah. Well, so you are entering 2XKO tomorrow.
Yes.
Have you actually taken a look at your bracket, Bath?
I've taken a look at my bracket. Round 2 is going to be Blue Sky Guy, which is rough. A very good Grand Blue player on Vasaraga, so I imagine they're probably playing some big bodies in there. I could easily see Blitzcrank being in there for a restand, knowing how they like to play. Other than that, actually ChrisG is also in my pool.
Interesting. See, ChrisG is in this spot where, like, I feel like he's voicing his concerns on Twitter a lot, but he's also still getting really, really good results. So, but he's just one of those people where it's like, just from the outside looking in, it feels like if it ain't perfect, it ain't good enough. Because he's one of those people that'll get the hit confirm and then shake his head like while he's getting the hit confirm, that's like killing the other character. Like, I didn't optimize that right. But they died, yeah. And, like, I get it. I'm on that. I get that way, too. Like, you drop, like, a long combo, you're like, oh, I suck. It's like, yeah, but you're up, like, 2 games to 0 right now. Like, you got to relax. But, yeah, they're going to go ahead and swap the monitors out there. I haven't really looked at Street Fighter this weekend, actually.
Me neither, honestly. I know we got a bracket, of course. It's Street Fighter, but I haven't seen who's entering.
Yeah, I really haven't seen. I know, obviously, Viper just dropped. Super excited for that. I begged for Viper to hit this game for... Honestly, when Street Fighter 6 was announced, I was like, with Viper, right? Like, immediately. So, super excited to see her back in the fold here. Definitely going to take a look at that bracket at some point this weekend and probably get some games in. But also, if you're curious about how DreamHack works, I mean, there's so many events around here. There's a whole section. There's like indie devs. There's obviously like a BYOC area for people to just grind out games. There's a lot of majors where, like, when the bracket's happening, there isn't a lot of fun time for casuals. Like, they have to just, like, really push through the bracket hard. But I was able to get some games in right before I sat down for this block. I had to, like, tear myself away from 2XKO casuals to start casting. So shout outs to DreamHack for that for sure.
Yeah, no, shout out. There's so many 2XKO setups here. So I was able to do the same thing myself, as I mentioned, the pools right before I went on for pools. And of course, there's so much stuff to do here at DreamHack. Literally, I'm staring at the Marvel Rivals, the Ignite Grand Finals over there for that. I I know we also got Clash and FIFA over here, and there's some stuff too, just like at booths. I was talking a little bit before, but there's like this bed company that has like a really cool bed with sounds down that feels really comfortable. There's like a truck from Walmart that you can go in, and they got like recliners for playing like Mario Party or Mario Kart. It's really cool. Homey feel. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, getting the throw tech twice right there. So Spider-Man actually going to have an opportunity to place this against Hulk, but again, there is so little room for error. A and B, when you get the combo, when you get the opening hit, it is so long, and the damage is so scaled, and Hulk is so beefy. So not a lot of room for error here, right here. But so far, Boyo weathering the storm, almost going down to that shoulder tackle, but Hawkeye was able to keep the neutral safe right there. So yeah, it looks like Xpeels really struggling this time in this game 3.
Definitely feels good, but that one hit on Spider-Man might just do the win.
So much damage here.
No! Oh, that got close. That got close.
I respect it. Trying to go for the 2-frame option and just go, you know what, at least trade the so I can live, but did not have enough time there. Hulk going to tag Dante as well, and definitely going to do enough damage to kill. So just one final character left for Boyo. Oh, never mind, Dante lives. Shocking.
Dante lives. Going to be able to get the super off. No, the X Factor cancel. Going to make sure that doesn't happen. When you get your X Factor off, you were able to somehow get Hager in there too. Good lord.
Oh, can he block in time? He can. And he can't take the chip, but he pressed. Trying to push block a little early, so still losing that Dante. Got a ton of damage off of Hulk and Hager, though, in the background. Oh, this is anybody's game.
We got Dante coming in here, though, so Hager's going to be able to heal a little bit more, though. He might not get an assist in here anytime soon. Might just be a 1v1 for the time being, as Hawkeye able to slam you on the ground. And we're getting some shots in there. Get Ant-Man in there.
Yeah. I don't want them to put him in Rivals. I don't know how you balance it. Either version. I either can't hit him or he's like got a million health. Either way, Ant-Man with his little cameo right there going to come in. Not enough to kill Dante, of course, but still going to put Boyo in a pretty good spot. Even with him popping the DP, he can just kind of wait it out, wait to build up that meter he needs for Gimlet, which is, pretty much punish him for blinking. So, long day ahead right here for Xpeels. Nice.
Able to get that Dante out. All that's left is Hager. As long as we keep this game on 50 cents to start, our chances, but no! Oh, and the throw after the fact! Hager literally just clutched for Xpeels there.
Yeah, clutched that out so good. And you see players, both of them just smiling and hugging it out, because that was an insane situation to ask Hager to make that comeback, but he always will. He will always make it.
He will always find that chance to make the run back, and the run back shall happen, as now Xpeels is going to be moving up towards our losers semifinals.
Now, in that scenario with that birthday, far be it for me to play armchair quarterback. Obviously, I'm here, not over there. I think if he had gone into Reverb in $1 Million, he would have been able to get both. He went for like the full combo on both of them, and I'm like, they both have weird heights, kind of, and it's a weird scramble. I think if he was able to actually finish Hager off right there, he would have been able to win that match, because Hager had so much time to build that red life back up. So
yeah,
real close right there. But Xpeels takes it 3-0, all things said and done.
And really good there coming out there from Xpeels is now we're going to be switching back up to our winners finals, as we're going to be seeing who's going to be moving up to grands between NYChrisG and TJ.
Yeah, ChrisG versus TJ, the old guard versus the new guard. Should be a really entertaining match for everybody involved. Like we said earlier, I think Xpeels fighting ChrisG. Hulk is going to obviously struggle to get that opening hit, especially against a character like Morgan. But if he does, he is going to obliterate her. And then the incoming dealing with Team Big Body is just really tough. Like, Doom doesn't have like amazing options out of that incoming. Virgil, of course, has to kind of respect it a little bit. So who knows? But that opening gambit is going to mean the world to TJ pretty much this whole set.
Oh, it looks like actually we're going to be going into Clemkillz versus Xpeels. We're going to be just going into our losers semis right now.
Okay. I know TJ's ready. I think Chris is probably in like 100 brackets, so who knows. So,
true.
Yeah, it might be in SWC stuff, it looks like. So that makes sense. So that does mean that they're going to have to do winners finals straight to losers finals. Not really anybody's fault. I mean, Chris is just going to be, that's a player that's going to make it far in every bracket he enters. So we're going to be getting this instead. Clemkillz versus Xpeels. Kind of excited for this.
Yeah, no, of course, you know, Xpeels really rocking that ult very well, but Clemkillz can easily just stall you out with their Dormammu team, especially off of some synergy they were able to do there with Magneto was just amazing.
Yeah, and also he has some really crazy like Dormammu guard break setups. We haven't seen them happen yet. Honestly, Magneto's really good at guard breaking too, because you know that one super. What is it? The magnetic, the snowballs.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
What is it actually called? Magnetic Tempest. There it is. I had to get into his voice in my head. Magnetic Tempest. Oh. But yeah, he can do like a hyper grab and like set up for like some weird. There's a Japanese Frank player that does. He'll do the first like little bit of block stuff from hyper grab and he'll just automatically get the air throw super from Frank. Man, Clem has a dirty team, man. We got some gross stuff over there. But yeah, button checking for now.
Making sure we are all good to go. Yep, and we're good to go.
All right, chat, let us know. You think it's going to be Clem? You think it's going to be Xpeels? I did predict Xpeels getting at least fourth. Let's see if he can make it to third. Or Clem can push it into that loser's finals. I know he really wants this. He's playing hot all day.
Wonderland.
The Hagger on both sides of the board from Love blocking it. As I said, the stallers versus the big bodies with Dante's there too.
Ready? Fight!
All right, opening hit gonna go to Clem right there. Hulk, of course, has a ton of health, but if he's able to build up that second bar, this could set up for a lot. No, it's actually gonna snap instead. Interesting. Trying to get the lariat out of the way. I respect it. Nice.
Trying to deal with that lariat. Wake up and be able to really juggle Xpeels and Hagger. Get a little bit off that height for their troubles.
Yeah, clutch air throw right there. So now gonna be able to probably take the Hagger out, especially with 4 bars of meter and X Factor active, of course. So Clem gonna lose that Hagger after all, even after the snap. Just gonna spend a little bit of meter. There is easy cleanup.
Already as Dormammu is trying to fly into the scene and see what they can do. Just gonna be skating, trying to air stall right now, jumping into the field.
You know what's crazy? It took me a minute to recognize Hulk doing an assist. I was like, oh, he's not on point. I forgot what his assist looked like.
Yeah, no, we're just not going to see either of our Hulk players really pulling out with the Hulk assist. We're not going to see the Xpeels, the Hulk is gone.
Ooh, good throw tech from Clem. All right, it looks like Fields is not able to actually find the full combo he needs. Clem has a billion bars of meter right there, so of course going to go ahead and pop out right there. That's going to do it. So now Hagger with no X got to fight Dorm Magneto. That's just, I mean, Dorm is bad enough, but of course the Repulsor, all this extra chip damage is just going to be a long day.
Literally with their vertical beam already win that first game.
Yeah, easy money right there. Let's see what Xpeels can do for the second game, though. I mean, he definitely had to, he lost that opening interaction, but he was able to kind of weather the storm with Hagger. And as I say it, Larry going to come through, and now he's snapping him on his own, trying to catch that Dormammu.
But there we go, the cross up with the air dash yet again. Clemkillz going to be in the setup perfect. Already using the X Factor for knowing that they really want to take care of the ult.
Nice, super optimal stuff. Only having to use a bar. Now got the flame carpet. Trying to put you in a weird guess, but the stall from Dante was enough to wait out that Lariat, and he has X Factor to confirm this huge play from Field.
Already going to take out Hagger. We're so close to getting back to Dormammu 2, leaving you with just a 1v2 situation.
All right, yeah, Mag, no X, does have 4 bars, of course. Not able to confirm off that magnetic blast, and Dante getting the hit. This is going to build a ton of meter. Should be able to optimize to level 3, but he drops it, unfortunately, right there. I think he needed the S to connect before he went for the side spin. So, Clem's going to have one more opportunity here. Again, got 5 bars. Honestly, might just squeeze you from blinking from full screen. So, got to be careful.
Ooh. Now we got Hagger just tagging in with the hard.
Hagger just running in there. Again, 5 bars. This could be pretty good for Clem. He's able to just, throw out some repulsion and just force Hagger to kind of like overcommit. And as I said, a magnetic blast going to come through. We definitely have the 3 bars, and we're definitely cashing out to take us to a 1-to-1 scenario. What? Okay, still got enough.
Yeah, no, just gotta finish it with the shockwave. We're fine now. We're fine now. Oh.
Yeah, I would too. Yes, gonna go ahead and spend it right there. So, good stuff. Clem is gonna end up on the bad end of a 1-1 situation right there. He was almost ready to take that comeback, but I think Dante was able to get over the Countbreaker both times for the next time.
Now we're just doing super right off the bat. Both of them still kind of in a situation, waiting for the first hit to happen.
Alright, yeah, definitely slowing things down. Trying to call Larry defensively there, but as I said, Clem is going to get the hit after all. Popping that X Factor early. Honestly, it's all you probably do need just to finish that character off. This should definitely do it.
Oh, definitely take it out. Xpeels. Such a big loss for Xpeels, as always, but at least they still got Dante able to get here against this character.
Yeah, building Dante is moving crazy. Like, these are some not great Dante situations he's been in, but yeah, really, really good about finding those opening hits there. Yeah, gotta pop X unfortunately, but this will be enough to kill.
Enough to take the higher edge. Xpeels now putting it on 1-to-1 situation. As Hacker's already getting hit, also jumping from the blue.
Yeah, I think he was trying to set up for an awkward scenario, like force that push start out, but Clem did not take the bait. It's something he tends to do a lot. All right, Team Super gonna slow things down. Huge opening here for Fields. Of course, able to pipe and get a full turn after it, and build one more bar. Can't kill here, but at least can set up some good pressure.
Yeah, so we're just trying to air dash out of there, trying to make our distance right now against Xpeels, especially with some runners coming through, and of course that slow moving fire.
Alright, yeah, gotta respect the jam session. Gets tagged on that second low, so Clem gonna lose his Dormammu. That Dormammu is so important in the team, and now feels one decision away from being so close to our top 3.
All that's left is Magneto on the side of Clemkillz. Xpeels trying to keep him off the air grab. Not been successful to stall out as Clemkillz is going to find their combo. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, absolutely got to spin that meter there. So once again, a 1v1, no X Factor on either one, but Dante has a little bit more meter, and if we can finish this, could have seen level 3, but that was a weird spot to try to get those play pigeon loops.
Thrown back to the ground, Clemkillz, and be able to roll out successfully. The double trigger is going to be active now for Dante.
Yeah, Dante just stalling, going for the Psycho Crusher, wasting as much time as he possibly can, trying to chip out with beams at this point. I don't really know if there's a lot Clem can do about it, because he can just turn it right back on again and reset it.
Yeah, just going right back to the double trigger again. Still not able to find the killing blow, but there it is. Xpeels, 2-1.
And that was the scenario too, where like if he had enough health to be able to like survive that chip, he would have won the round right there. But unfortunately got chipped out before he could hit down the ground. So now Clem finding that opening gambit yet again, popping X Factor early, taking Hulk out. Definitely sees that's the problem. And in a pretty good spot here in game 4.
Ooh, both of them able to be taken out there. Dante going to be in the situation now. Going to be able to find the answer there on Hydra again. But Hydra comes in with the ice. You already know there's room for a switch. Firing it out, already taken out there. Dante has all its levels. Oh,
Man.
bet you don't wake up too.
And this is rough for Fields right here. About half health left. Still has X Factor to at least survive the chip. And that's going to give him an opening. Dormammu is at least out of meter, but this is a very, very healthy team. And the spell's going to make Clem even safer in this scenario.
Really just trying to jump in right now too against this level 3 X Factor. Either going to be able to find the lead assist on with Magneto. Now trying to dash their way. Finds it. This Clemkillz is going to be able to take gains. 2-2.
All right, 1 round left. The winner of this will be moving on into our losers finals. Who's it going to be? Once again, Clem getting the opening hit. As always, spinning that X Factor to make sure Hulk gets out of there. This character is such a huge threat. Tries to go for a reset possibly. Doesn't find it, but really needs to secure this pressure because you do not want Hulk getting that opening hit, especially considering he's the last one left in X Factor.
I want that Hulk left alive. We're just trying to play very fast to make sure we get it. As we just keep seeing the shoulder charge in and out by Xpeels. So try to, you know, make sure we play safe on
All right, nice stuff. Okay, Clem's up a character here. Dante has done such a great job of coming in, even against like somebody with, you know, Lariat, still able to find these weird situations, find his way down on the ground. Got the hit here. Probably gonna have to pop X to actually kill, even considering level 3. Just gonna go for a reset instead. Ooh! Wow, that's actually insane. But because he still had X, still able to get the hit either way. So Dormammu gonna go down here. This is a great situation for Fields.
Really good situation. Going to be able to finish it out. Now we're in a 2v2 situation for the characters. Getting a little bit of anti-air with the hacker, but now going to get happy birthday coming out. We cancel out of it though. Okay, that's good.
Oh, the reset gonna make it even worse. Clem primed and ready to make it into losers finals. Body press should hit from there. Gotta spend a little more meter, but either way, gotta come in against Magneto with Lariat behind him. That is a tall order. There it is.
Yeah, that Larry is able to open you up. Nice air combo coming up from Magneto. They're definitely juggling this to no end.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a happy birthday. That could have been deciding it all right there. But yeah, so much health to take off of Magneto. You're in DT, so you can't really build any meter right now, and there's no X either. This is pretty much going to tickle Magneto and run the clock down. So yeah. Oh, getting hit by the raw tag at all. That's a good stuff.
Again, famous nice out with that height. That's going to do it. As Clemkillz is going to be moving on to losers finals.
All right, we have our top 3 decided. Unfortunately, Xpeels is going to go out at exactly 4th, but I mean, it was a game 5. It was a really close set, but Clem's was able to pull through after all. So Clemkillz is on our losers finals here. ChrisG and TJ are going to be on winners finals, which I think a lot of us saw coming. So I'm very, very excited to get into that here in just a moment.
No, I'm very excited to get into that myself. We were talking a little bit before about the teams and how they're going to act with each other. Of course, one is, of course, very, very big body heavy with TJ, and the other coming out from Chris can definitely try to stall you out with Morgan.
Yeah, and we see Chris coming up right now. So, again, I feel like there's been a big body in every single match in the top 8. That's actually crazy. The year of Hager is here. The year of Hulk is definitely here. Even, 15 years into this game's meta. But yeah, Chris coming up, of course, you know it, more Doom Virgil. Just invented a whole subsection of the meta. And obviously, Chris has 1,000 sons out there all running that exact same team. But he is the OG. He is the originator. Meanwhile, got to be fighting TJ. The young legend, so incredibly talented. I don't even think TJ's been playing for I think he's been playing for less than 3 years. There's just some really good new blood out there. Players, shout outs to TJ, shout outs like Tyler K. I think he's 15, 16, obviously making waves on TNS every week. So, yeah, old guard versus the new is going to be our winners finals here. And honestly, I really don't have a strong prediction on how I think this is going to go.
No, I could not tell you either. It could literally either go TJ going to be able to get dubbed for their big bodies, or we could see ChrisG going to be able to clutch it out. Just going to be waiting on TJ right now. I do not know where they went, but going to be seeing them most likely soon.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
He's made it. Won't he do it? TJ's here. So, yeah, chat, who do you think is going to take this? Do you think it's going to be Morgan? Do you think it's going to be the big bodies? This is like this is the big body final exam. If you can make it through this, you can beat any team. This is an insane team to have to go up against, of course. Obviously, Soul Fist with missiles behind it is just so hard to deal with for regular characters, especially somebody like Paul. I will say though, Gamma Charge is a great move for closing distance and catching you off guard. If you're mid-screen and he just jumps here Gamma Charge, you might get tagged. So it's gonna take a lot of patience from TJ to slowly work his way in here.
Definitely going to be taking a lot of patience. Just going to be making sure our buttons are good. So before we get into it, just going into the random characters. We got Wesker out there.
Yeah, they're just finishing up their butt check here. But yeah, we have our top 3 decided. Wow, this is this is random. Sorry, I just looked over there, saw Storm. We know it's random, but yeah. Somebody said beardless Chris is at 60% power. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Marvel versus Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble.
Also, happy Halloween. I feel like I should find some Halloweeny stuff to get into after this.
Honestly, yeah, myself too. I really got nothing going on after our block, so might actually celebrate the holiday.
Yeah. Do you trick-or-treat in your 30s? I don't think I should. But, like, I'd use a Kit Kat or something.
No, I haven't trick-or-treated. I'm gonna trick-or-treat to the Waffle House and give myself a gift.
That is what I have.
I saw you having that. I was like, so good.
Yeah, I was like, it's 0.1 miles away. I'm on my way right now. Nice and fresh. Shout out to Waffle House in the South specifically.
It is so good. So wait, no, the winners finals coming out here for UMVC3. Already TJ going on a nice start.
Oregon just barely gonna die right there. Obviously that team puts out so much damage. And Oregon with 1.5 million health really makes you optimize your stuff. But nobody optimizes harder than TJ. Nice use of the rocket punch and snapping in the Virgil mid-screen with the lariat, hacking the throw. ChrisG, you are insane, brother. Amazing work.
The Devil Trigger out there. Take out Hager on the assist. Both already half health. They're going to be trying to charge up, but we got the Spiral Swords out there. So we're ready and set to go right when you wake up. Already taken out Hulk.
Yeah, good micro spacing right there, too. Making sure none of the meteor clipped or anything, and he didn't waste any time push guarding while he had Force Actor. So now, gonna hard drive to the other screen, but no meter. We do at least have X Factor, but you got a lot of work to do.
You're already on combo, and it's Virgil, so you already know you're going to be stuck in it. But we're actually doing a TAC into Dr. Doom, who's going to be trying to infinite on you.
Not even going for the infinite. He's like, this is how we did it back in the day. See, we need all that. Back in my day, we just finished the combo.
Finish the combo, get into that level 3, and already ChrisG taking it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a super strong start for TJ, but ChrisG just had some really good defensive options right there with Virgil got snapped. So, maybe in game 2, Morgan will be a player, and it looks like she is with that throw, which of course lasts comically long and just survives that whole Hulk super too.
So good there. Virgil is going to get straight by that shoulder charge. With Lariat coming out though, able to catch Morgan. And TJ definitely going to be doing a lot of things, especially Sentinel being able to carry the combo for Hulk.
Into the microwave, gonna take Morgan out of here. Doom coming in with about a 2/3 health. Oh, survives the Evo winner. Goes for a charge heavy. Shout out to 2XKO right there. I'm like, oh, that's the wrong game. Wrong tag fighter right there. But Virgil has made it down to the ground. The missiles are active. DT is on. This is rough for TJ.
Right now, especially since you weren't watching your toes with those hitting missiles, that's going to be your Hulk taken out there as the Devil Trigger is just about to wrap up. So round trip is going to be coming through to leave you in a block state.
Oh, I like the stagger pressure right there, trying to bait TJ into push guarding and throwing a button out against Virgil the wall character. So good patience, great throw to survive the missile yet again. Definitely got to pop X to make sure the character is out of there.
Yeah, this is definitely the big pick coming out against NYChrisG. Gotta make sure they're taken out. There you go. Virgil is going to be down the wall. Dr. Doom, only thing left, trying to go to X Factor, but get caught.
Wow, that's so unfortunate. Avoids the lariat, ignores the left, right, but the throw tech still put him in a funky spot. So, ChrisG. All right, there's the lariat. All right, TJ getting a huge opening right here. But yes, TJ gonna definitely take Morgan out here. Of course, spend every meter you have. Game has a max of 5. Spend 7 if you need to. I don't care. You gotta go like yours.
Yeah, spend as much as you need to, or as much as you have. No super on the bar. We're virtually 3 levels for ChrisG. They're trying to play patient with this team right now. They're waiting for the right time to get that. There we go.
All right, there's the Spiral Swords. A lot of pressure coming out. Again, great presence of mind from TJ, not trying to just push guard and get yourself caught up in something. But as I said, Chris finding the stinger, getting another huge opening here, and of course, with X Factor and Doom as a factor for the TAC, this should not be enough to kill Hulk.
You know, Hulk's going to be staying alive. Hulk's going to be going to the super. Virgil, though, just going to be able to get out of the way. But are we watching for Sentinel? Yes, he's going to block all that. He's actually both getting to X Factor.
Yeah, a lot lot of Yomi right there. Do I push guard? Do I X-Factor? What do I do? But TJ coming out on the better side of it. So, just Doom left here in this 1-1 scenario. 3 full characters from TJ, and X-Factor is off, but he gets a happy birthday, keeping himself in this game.
Really good coming out there from ChrisG, going to be able to get that. Just only full health being Sentinel. As Hulk is trying to find them shoulder charges to totally poke, but ChrisG defense and base game up. Trying to find some focus on in the air right now.
Yeah, TJ being super cautious right now. He knows he doesn't have much health, and if Hager gets snapped in, it's not going to be any better. Even shoulder charging away from ChrisG to make sure he can't punish TJ. But Chris slows the pace down. Gonna get tagged with that butter gun, though. This could be a lot of damage. No! Oh! 9 of those drones missed Dr. Doom, unfortunately.
Really got that trying to maybe THC for a really strong combo off the Hulk touch, but still going to be able to drop it. As now Doom is going to be getting in and already setting up on your Sentinel for a level 3.
Oh yeah. Mr. Lego Man definitely going to die to that combo. So, not a lot of health left. Honestly, this is looking really good for ChrisG, especially if he just plays this defensively, stalls out, throws out some photons and some missiles. TJ needs to find a huge opening right now, just not to get timed out. Ooh, and there goes Hulk.
Find a little Hulk. Going back to the Savage World. Now Hager's going here, already getting hit by the hidden missiles. It is not what you want.
Yeah, just really running that clock. 10 seconds left. Hager needs a miracle. If he finds a hit, could possibly do enough, but ChrisG able to find an aerial against Hager. Way harder said than done, and is able to take this game 3.
Finish it off with their plan, being able to finish you out. This is now 2-1 in favor for ChrisG.
Man, all right, TJ on his winner side, life right here, fighting quite the uphill battle. Not able to punish that Morgan. It's actually crazy that Morgan hasn't really been a huge factor in these 3 games. Like she's been getting clipped, but ChrisG still obviously so strong with those 2 characters. It only takes off so much, a little bit of stress. Oh, nice.
Now seeing the level 3 coming out from Oregon to do so much finish off the floor.
Yeah, you can't play around with Hulk. Spin X-Factor, spin all the meter, I get it. So, all right, ChrisG in a really good spot here. Just Sentinel and a half health Hager left on TJ's side. No X-Factor either. Thankfully, Virgil doesn't really have much meter right now. Probably going to swap to Morgan at some point just for some better neutral, but yeah, TJ got a long day ahead.
Try to get out. He's trying to super to get out of the way. Still can't able to air grab though.
Oh, I like trying to catch Doom with his own lariat right there. Doesn't want to press on the point, of course, but ChrisG just a little bit more patient and getting really, really rewarded for us. Now, Hager with absolutely nothing left. Just got to fight an impossible battle. ChrisG takes it.
Putting TJ into the losers bracket with the losers finals, now having to fight in there to make their way back out for grands. They're going to be fighting against Xpeels.
So more big bodies coming at us right there. Really, really good stuff to TJ, but ChrisG, I mean, he is so clutch. Like, I mean, obviously this is someone that's been good for like well over a decade. This is an EVO winner. You expect him to be able to survive these scenarios. Man, there's a lot of people that would have got nervous and like messed up in there. Especially, I think on that first match, Virgil had that weird mid-screen snap thing. You don't know if you're getting crossed up.
Yeah.
And then to not only not take the bait and like get hit with an H, but to preemptively try to grab Hulk so it just trades out like that. Crazy stuff. A lot of people died right there. So yeah, really, really good defense from ChrisG. Just nothing else you can even say. It wasn't even like, oh, TJ's getting zoned by the Sophist. Like, no, ChrisG just, he was not getting hit. He went to go Ichimo for a little bit there.
Yeah, no, he just went absolutely crazy, ChrisG. We're just going to be going into the losers bracket now because we've got to figure out who can be going up against ChrisG again. You know, they're sitting in the grand finals. It's so crazy how many games ChrisG always enters and he's performed super well.
And it's exhausting.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
I've done it. I've had my days where, like, I'm going far in bracket and then I still have, like, blocks to cat. It is exhausting mentally. So you got to stay hydrated. You got to stay fed. It's tough. So, yeah, shout outs to him. So, losers finals are going to be getting Clemkillz versus TJ. Again, more big bodies. This time, Dormammu's going to be a big factor. Obviously, Clemkillz pretty good at handling Hulk because he was able to beat Xpeels, you know, the very next crazy Hulk right behind TJ. So, he's definitely comfortable in the matchup here. We're just going to have to see if he can execute yet again.
Yeah, just doing our button check right now, making sure we are all good to go. We're all fine and dandy. Now just going to be going back to the main menu as we're going to be selecting our usual teams, most likely.
Yeah, the chat doesn't believe in TJ. You see him already in there, just like, he's running back in winter side in grand finals. It's all good. I totally get it. But you gotta make it to the kills first, and that is no easy feat.
Has no easy feat at all, especially already locked in. Going for the
I did not even know he had this team, but the psychic damage to switch to this team and then also get the opening hit right there and a happy birthday is crazy for TJ.
Crazy with that whole truck. Like, able to get a good amount of damage on the Doom, but still, we got the install.
Yeah, the install's active. We got about 2 more bars to play with even on top of it. So TJ going down to more Doom Virgil and immediately going to losing finals to fight more Doom Virgil. That's a rough turn.
Yeah, I would wish that on the worst opponent. I'm going to be honest. It's the whole team is already taken out, and we're already waiting for whoever's losing finals next. I know what's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all you can really do is look for a hard drive or maybe a skillet at the top of the screen or something, but other than that, you're honestly just getting chipped out here so far. And here we go, Twins active yet again. God help you just trying to float above it. You don't know what you're going to land into or if the soul drains have been floating around down there. Popping X Factor, but still getting tagged. So Clem's in a great spot already in the game.
Especially get those missiles so close to taking out the Sentinel, but Meta being able to stay alive, get a super off, and take Morgan out of there.
Honestly, as my character was pistol, I'm trying to tag the assist too. I totally get it. So now Hager coming into a matchup that's honestly just no better. Had a little bit of an opportunity to try to beat out that shell kick, but yeah, Clem's, ooh, weird trade, still gonna stay alive here.
Going for the Body Launch Super. There's that install though coming out yet again. Hager got to be patient and watch out, make sure they're blocking, but that's real kick.
Yeah, nice stuff. Even with that body splash whip, didn't even try to like risk the amount of punish. Just like, you gotta go ahead and turn the install on. Makes sense to me. So yeah, gotta deal with these soul fists. Rapid slash, of course, pushing you even further back away from the screen. This is just kind of a death by 1,000 cut scenario yet again for this top 8.
There's so many fireballs coming on. Sentinel just trying to hang in the air as long as they can and get into play mode. It still is so much to deal with. They just get chip after chip.
Yeah, you see him trying to find some kind of air-to-air situation there, but nothing really to write home about. As I say it, never mind, finds the confirm, gets the hit, but now you gotta really make sure Virgil does not press a single button, pops the X, and immediately just throws out the heavy.
Virgil's going to be able to get in there off the bat, going to be able to take you out. It's already going to be 1-up for Clemkillz.
Yeah, 1-0 Clemkillz, that is a lot to deal with psychologically for TJ, but let's see if game 2 goes any better. Morgan finding the opening hit, literally getting 3 jabs for calling her sister. I get it. That was too much neutral, no more for me.
Yeah, we're playing a little bit too disadvantageous. Just get my sister in there, but it looks like sister not going to be helping you out too much, as Hulk is going to be helping out Hager in this situation, especially with that double lariat. Got you in a super, and you're out of here.
All right, this is huge for TJ. He was so good about taking that Morgan offline against ChrisG, and the one time he wasn't able to kill Morgan, he lost for it. So, way better circumstances this time. Doom definitely going to go down here too, so it's just Virgil versus 3 characters, which means we are still at an even game.
Still going to be almost out on the Doom. Going to be able to take Dr. Doom out. This is just Virgil, 1v3, but you know, with level 3 X Factor with some meter. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at Hager! Hager's almost dead!
He said, get off my man! Ref, do something!
Ooh, waiting with the Spiral Sword. Devil Trigger going to be coming out, trying to find the Judgment Cut, but again, Sentinel going to be going out with the DHC.
Oh, that was so smart! Calling the swords to make sure the drones wouldn't even put him in block stun right there. Really optimizing his X Factor. Virgil finds the air throw. Definitely should have enough time to kill Sentinel here. He can activate super fast enough. Yes! Had to make sure that was happening before X ran out.
Take them out. Hulk is trying to get in here. Full health Hulk, but as I say that, starting to take some damage, having to block against these Judgment Cuts. Spiral Sword's going to be coming in and waiting for you to get back down.
Ooh! I like it.
Oh!
Couple of swords still lingering on right there. That belt is Gucci. You can't play with that. Now Hager about to get chipped out. I mean, God, look at the red light on Hager. That was insane.
Now it's just full blast to try to make this way back for TJ. Had such a good advantage, and with this throw might make something happen, but not able to hit confirm.
Yeah, I don't think he had enough time to charge. He didn't have the meter to even just go for the extra damage area. So, yeah, Virgil activating DT. God, look at the screen control right there. TJ just straight up getting chipped out here.
Especially with the round test coming in too, and the trick for the teleport being able to make your way back in there. One more hit is going to do it, and there it is, the second game for Clemkillz.
Wow. Man, even in that scenario, like Morgan's not here, but he's like, I can low-key kind of just zone you out with Virgil as well, which is crazy to think about. So now TJ might not be able to make it to Rams. Got to win 3 in a row against Clem if he wants to have a shot at winning the tournament. Clem is not going to make it easy.
Especially as Magnus is already able to take a stray at the break. You're trying to shoulder charge your way, and you're able to get through out of there, but it's still the fireball install situation.
All right, yeah, gonna avoid the Gamma Crush. Again, setting up the Soul Fist. Also, that makes it tough that you can't really even call your assist in the background. Even Lariat right there still getting punished by the back hit of those jabs. So yeah, TJ in a weird spot. Lariat gonna give him a happy birthday though. This is everything you need if you're a TJ fan.
Being able to take out Doom. We still got Morgan stuck in the combo. Sentinel going to come in for the root stand. We're trying to go in again. Going to get him to get it, as now it's just the same situation, but this time around Virgil got X Factor.
Ooh, and you know what else you don't got? Fast enough moves to beat that armor. Tried to jab him out, but that heavy it makes fools of us all. So TJ really needed it. TJ is one of those players where like you think you got the edge, but you see that second health bar come up in like real life. He really just went to a whole other level there that last 30 seconds. So TJ got a point on the board, but still needs 2 more. Meanwhile, Clem's so close to being able to fight ChrisG in this grand finals. Who is it gonna be?
That was the big question, especially as TJ is still going to be able to continue this combo strong, being able to get that full super in there and get into Sentinel to take Morgan out off the jump first 10 seconds.
Oh, good surviving on the mix. Doesn't want to risk push blocking or accidentally dashing. Great patience, that's what you need. But what you don't need is a drop. And TJ going to clean that up super easy.
Yeah, had a little too much spacing to try to get that 5S, and because of that, you're just going to take so much damage. Photon Array trying to catch here as we go into DHC into Spiral Swords.
Nice, perfect patience to find that hit with the Spiral Sword. And great way to set up for a TSC, but gets a little bit greedy there. TJ mashes out, good stuff.
Oh, but the butter gun being able to stop TJ in there. Frag, same with the plasma beam. Photon Array trying to cut it too. Set up perfectly to get double trigger.
All right, here it is again. Sentinel probably looking for some kind of situation to find a hard drive. So you see that Clem is just very committed to staying on the ground. Again, nullifying the super resource, but that assist is getting beat down right there. What is going to happen here in this corner? Oh, Hager getting tagged too. Oh, this is looking rough.
Trying to trick you, trying to get in on the Sentinel right now with the teleport. He's able to find the air throw, the Lariat not able to save you. The Lunar Phase is coming through, trying to sting your way in too. That's a lot of damage. Get out.
That one last part of the Spiral Sword is so tricky sometimes. It's so easy to mistime that crouch H, but either way, still able to pick it up. Not able to finish the kill on Sentinel ball people. So still got a pixel here, and honestly, TJ still got a full health team, so would not be surprised to just go to game 5.
Would not be surprised either. TJ just got to make their way in. Still getting air prone though, as we're just trying to space out with these judgment cuts. Able to find one for the block stun, so of course we're going to be getting into the double trigger.
Yeah, just going for those round trips. Oh, getting grabbed out of nowhere. Amazing read on it. I think that's teleport in that situation. But TJ got a bar here. Should be able to get just barely to 2. I think he lives.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he lives.
And didn't get chipped out either. Gets the punish. Clemkillz still has another chance to get an opening here. Gonna go ahead and try to finish these off the swords and gets the kill. Doesn't need the extra hit. Just fully able to survive that. But 0 health left. Woo! Ah!
You tried. Even in that situation, there was 13 seconds left on the clock, and you basically have to get a KO situation. So yeah, we're going to a game 5.
We all saw where that was going. Just couldn't get chipped out. And of course, drones weren't on TJ's side, so they didn't have to worry about that from full screen. But either way, game 5 coming through. Morgan, her and her sister get duffed by TJ's Hawk, and he's got so much meter. This is not the best start for Clemkillz, but we've seen him do so much without Morgan. We just need him to lock in once more.
Locked in, Clemkillz is not going to be able to do as TJ is already going to be able to take out your Morgan and already spamming in from up top to get your Dr. Doom.
And of course, the Evo winner going to come through. About to rename to the DreamHack winner if TJ keeps his momentum up. Oh, and now we're seeing the optimized Hog stuff. Only had to spin a bar, didn't have to waste it on Sentinel. Virgil has one chance left. Blocks the Lariat. I thought that was a happy birthday. That could have been absolutely phenomenal. But, of course, El Diablo is here. The Spiral Source, X Factor. Honestly, I think TJ just got caught trying to push block and get Virgil away from him. So now, two guesses are going to decide who's going to make it in the grand finals. Sentinel going to burn the hard drive. Still has X to stay safe, but really got to fight this out. This is not easy.
Not easy at all. Trying to find the sweet spot on the floor, making sure we're all good. A little bit of a patient neutral, trying to find the judgment cut in there. We get rid of X Factor, and TJ can be able to find their opening and still has it on Sentinel. Going to get so much damage, and with that super, it's going to be TJ moving back up for grands.
Amazing work from TJ. I said it wasn't going to be easy. He had to win 3 straight right there, but man, when you talk about these champion level players, they have that extra layer of defense and awareness that just really comes up when their back is against the ropes there. But amazing, amazing work for Clemkillz. I actually did not even know he had that team in the pocket. I know him so much for his Dormammu and his Magneto. Today I learned, but obviously played that team phenomenal, and TJ just barely going to be making it up to grand. So once again, have to fight ChrisG, and if he wins, going to have to win again. So this is just the Mora Doom marathon for him. My God.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a hard marathon, especially on that same team. TJ was still able to run it back against Clemkillz, but still, you got ChrisG coming up there, sitting in there on the winner's side. You see him walking up, talking to people in the crowd as we're going to be getting into it. The UMVC3 DreamHack 2025 in Atlanta Grand Finals.
Yes, this is exactly what we expected, chat. We have ChrisG versus TJ. TJ here by the skin of his teeth, taking that Game 5 against Clemkillz. Of course, not only played amazing, but it just beaten Xpeels. So obviously in beating Xpeels and still taking those 2 games off TJ, super, super good at that Hulk matchup. But TJ came out the winner, so now we have what we expected. I didn't know which one of them would win winners finals, but I knew this would be our grands no matter what. So, man, TJ got quite the mountain to climb. 6-0 ChrisG is not a lot of people can do it or even have done it, so long day ahead, but TJ's such a talented player and of course so young. Maybe he's got this. Actually, I don't know if TJ entered other brackets. Do you know if he had played other games?
Honestly, no. I never heard him play other games, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was the only bracket as well.
It probably is, yeah. I mean, he might play something. Maybe enter 2XKO, I'm not sure. But meanwhile, you know, ChrisG is in this, in 2XKO. He's in some SNK games. You know, he's all over the place. But he is at worst going to be in this grand finals here. So who is it going to be, chat? Do you think it's going to be TJ? Do you think it's going to be ChrisG? Let us know.
As we're getting into it now, going to be going to the grand finals. See if we're going to be able to get a bracket reset, or if ChrisG is going to be able to clutch it out. It's already stuck in a blocking situation. Jeez.
He is double dogged. I dare you to try to jab him right now. Throwing out those gamma charges. All right, got to make himself safe here. But the yo,
what?
Hello?
Dang. Okay, we still got it. We still got it like that.
Oh, he's moving different. Insane way for TJ to find that opening. But he is going to be able to take out Morgan. Of course, that is the biggest problem. But we know that ChrisG has best Doom in the room and a crazy Virgil to boot. So, a lot of work ahead here. All right, great job surviving the incoming. Gonna just go ahead and throw in the swords. Try to get some missile going here. Oh, actually, DT instead. So, yeah. Let's see what TJ has next. Nice.
Again, gonna get thrown, and the Virgil gonna get thrown again. TJ is on point here, especially getting this super cancel into X Factor.
I think he did it a couple of frames too early, so burns the meter there on that drop. Meanwhile, ChrisG responding. Yo, going up for the round trip in Hagger's face right there was so crazy. He had the Jordan logo on him. All right, got the opening. Got the missiles, of course, too. Gonna build some extra meter. This is a good spot for ChrisG.
Especially being able to pop that up. X Factor left on the board. Gotta watch out for Sentinel just trying to hyper rush though. Gonna be successful.
That's huge. Don't have missiles. Oh, the X Factor and DT still just enough time for him to burn that. So now just Hagger against those pretty much will help Virgil Doom.
Already getting hit like that, and we're just going to
taking you out, as ChrisG's already taken that first game.
Yeah, good stuff to ChrisG. 2 more, and he will be your DreamHack Atlanta champion unless TJ has something to say about it. I like the way TJ was moving at the beginning, putting on a ton of pressure on Morgan, which you don't really get to do very often. But now that she had a little bit of space to breathe, her cousins, the missiles, the rapid slash, it is all here, making Hulk's day even harder.
Already taking so much chip damage off the Hulk, but Hulk able to get a super in. You were trying to jab that with the 2L, but you're not successful off that.
Hey, and we got some cute little jump loops coming in here too. Of course, we have the Rocket Punch, the premier extension for Sentinel, as you can see right here. Gonna have to spin 2 for Morgan. Oh, see, the one time she doesn't live something crazy.
Yeah, no, she was just taken out by that one super, and now we're gonna be stuck in the new, trying to dash our way out of this situation. Maybe trying to chip out with left out. Doom has access to it. Maybe trying to go for the foot dive? No, going for the photon array.
Ooh, I like that. That was such a smart call from TJ. You know Doom wants to go up there and set up for swords, but there would have been no safe place for Virgil to land. That was brilliant work.
Just getting one hit and miss out, and they're not finding the hit, but so close to chipping out. Perfect time for TJ to get Hulk out of there and get Hager in.
Yeah, literally raw tagging to keep that switch alive and also not actually get punished. Crazy part, but here comes ChrisG. DT is on, missiles behind you. A lot of guesses. Actually whizzing in Hager's face, which you don't see very often, but great presence of mind from TJ. Not pressing a single button, does not want to get caught in that stagger.
It's possible, but you gotta watch your toes, because if you don't, your Hager's gonna be taken out of Sentinel. They're trying to come in, last full health character that TJ has.
All right, yeah, just slowing things down, trying to farm a little bit of meter here, throwing out those justice cuts. But now, TJ doing a little zoning of his own. That's gonna clip Doom for a ton of damage. Can't overcommit for the combo, but at least got him bleeding.
Gotta watch out for the Sentinel buddies, because if you don't, you're gonna get hit. This is easily the Virgil taken out.
Yeah, now Dr. Doom with just a cup and a half of health left here, really struggling. Doesn't have Lariat available for, you know, the crazy mix, but still got a lot of strong options there. Chris trying to slow it down throughout those photons. Only got about a bar of meter too. Gotta find a huge hit on Sentinel, but TJ is just perfectly fine to just lock in on meter to these last 3 seconds. Nice.
Nice. Get the throw. And of course, continue the pressure. You don't have X Factor anymore, and now it's just up to you getting there before the timer runs out.
Oh! Oh, TJ loves that situation. Chris would have had to be so incredibly careful to get enough meter for the level 3, but now gets another hit anyway. 10 seconds left. All the meter on Chris's side. Will TJ actually survive? Oh, this is so close.
Yeah, that was really good off the drop. TJ just has to play so safe, trying to shoulder check your way in, and if you're able to stop the pressure in your favor, as TJ just in a few seconds takes the second game. Yeah, you already see ChrisG just shaking his head.
Man, it's left on the clock. These players are so insane. And the happy birthday, not gonna do Chris any favors. Massive opening for TJ. I don't even think he's gonna need meter right here to get his first kill. Crazy start to game 3.
Yeah, literally 7 seconds and you're already popping level 3 X Factor on Virgil, having to make a big run back, and you're still getting hit hard by TJ.
Honestly, this is a dirty perfect. The only damage was Lariat, but TJ gonna take game 3 without losing anything right there. And now just needs one more to reset ChrisG.
One more for the reset. Are they going to be able to find it here? It's been really rough off the neutral for ChrisG. Hasn't really been finding what they want. They just got to zone out, which is trying to do.
Hey, yeah, pushing Hulk back as far as possible. Trying to set up some time. Hasn't even had enough time on the ground for Sister. As I said, here it comes. Lariat not getting punished either. That's really good for TJ, but Hulk super bleeding out so far in game 4.
Very well too. We're finding so many hits on this Hulk. We can easily hit it out here if we want to. Just gotta find one more good hit on there, but Sentinel's just gonna be tagging in. We get another Sister. No, we still got the Sister.
Yo, he said, I am fed up with this zoning. Chin checked her from all the way down there, but still couldn't confirm. So now, Hulk forced to play Cuphead yet again, not able to weather it through. Hager regaining a lot of that life. Sentinel trying to stall at least so we can build that red life. But yeah, ChrisG is not being anywhere even vaguely within mid-screen of TJ right now.
Yeah, no, really trying not to play against each other.
A nice drill kick going into Sentinel, and if we carry this, should be able to take the Sent out, leaving just TJ with only a Hacker. There we go.
Woo! Haggard, this is your final exam. Full health Mora dude. 2 bars. You got X Factor. I don't know what you can do. Probably need like a Miracle Lariat, but ChrisG being extra safe. Just air dashing back from coast to coast, making it so hard for Haggard to get anything started.
Trying to stall out a little bit with that air grab, but still so many soul fists are coming through to try to take this Haggard out. Get crouched on there. Cancel into the X Factor, but still this Morgan is running away from you.
Yeah, the Soul Fist just doing everything and then some. Your taxes, my God, that move is incredible. So, Game 5 Grand Finals. If ChrisG takes it, he is our winner side DreamHack champion. But if TJ can do it, we get the reset. And you know that reset is going to put a lot of pressure on ChrisG.
Already going to be able to get that grab on hold. They're going to be able to stand back up, able to get so much damage off the Lariat assist. One, two, and now this situation is out.
Yeah, you see ChrisG in this Game 5 just playing it really slow, staying honestly at super jump height, just trying to take as few risks as possible. Gamma charge, all those heavies, and God help you, Lariat are just a disaster for these touch. As I said, ground and throw from Sentinel, popping the X Factor makes sense to me. Gotta get rid of the problem here.
Yeah, Morgan definitely one of the major problems on the side of ChrisG. Gonna be able to take it after that super. Dr. Doom gonna have to come in here to try to make a difference, but Lariat already proven to be a rough spot.
The Evo winner finally catches ChrisG. Gonna go down here for sure, and gonna super optimize it to build as much meter as possible. TJ, one character away from resetting ChrisG, but Virgil is here with X. Does the Lariat catch? No! ChrisG finds the opening instead. That was massive.
Oh, not able to get the full kill on Haggard, leaving just a little bit left alive. Both trying to clutch up, and we already know Sentinel's going to be coming in too to make sure they can both heal as much red health as possible. But the Devil Trigger is here. They're going to try to get in here.
Oh yeah, X Factor about half gone. TJ, oh, yo, that grab was insane. You can do that when you're at 17, 18, 19. That was crazy. Me, I'm Unk. I did not have that thrust. I know I didn't have that.
With that Hulk being able to clutch up too, that is going to be a bracket reset coming through. TJ going to be able to clutch it up.
Insane. Chat is going crazy. The confidence to try that against Virgil. You are so dead if you're off on the timing there. Crazy work from TJ. We do have ourselves a reset. Again, I didn't know who was going to win Winners Finals. I knew we were getting a reset regardless. So now, Grand Finals, well, Thug Finals is actually here. So we're starting off 2 seconds piece, ChrisG and TJ. Wow, that was disgusting.
That was so crazy. I would not look at a Virgil like that being like, yeah, I got it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you don't got the hands, I don't got the confidence. TJ got both.
I'm scared. I mean, he just looked the gun right in the barrel. Was like, nah, I'm not holding this. You're not about to cross me up. I've had enough. But yeah, TJ's response to this team is so good. I mean, even though it didn't lead to anything, the confidence to go for a grounded anti-air rocket punch just to stop a couple of the Soul Fists was nuts. Like, TJ's moving insane.
You know, TJ is moving crazy, and it's showing through now. Just trying to make sure that our controllers are all good, set to go, that we're all good, set to go before we get into this bracket reset.
Man. That's crazy. Oh, I see people. I see people really debating in the comments over here. It wasn't reaction. It wasn't reaction. He's built different. Everybody's kind of split on this. I'm just gonna say he's built different.
Yeah, built different, honestly. Oh my lord. All right, getting into it now. The bracket reset. Both of them at even standings. Going to be seen who's going to be getting the win.
Ready? Fight!
All right, so this one's going to kind of throw that pick and firm off for TJ a little bit there, but yeah, start neutral off back. Lariat once again getting tagged by these Soul Fists. Here it comes. Hulk is kind of in the movie. I like that, trying to use that in ball to get out of there, but of course, she can just frame one flight cancel out and keep herself safe, so really hard to punish her, even when you think you're right. Nice.
Hacker going to be coming in, whiffing the grab, but going for the super. Going to get punished though, as ChrisG was able to pull out a super of their own. Now trying to set up as many soul fists as possible with these hitting missiles. Your X Factor not saving you there, buddy.
He wants a hit on that fork. It's so bad. Tried it with the super earlier with that grab at point blank, which feels bad. I think he's just a couple frames too early before she was able to be thrown. So yeah, ChrisG in a great spot. Had to burn X Factor right there just to stay safe, but yeah, TJ really struggling with this.
Really struggling, especially because you're getting crossed up. Your Sentinel, which is usually your last man, going to get hit pretty hard as Morgan is finally going to be able to set up her sister gameplay and get Sentinel off of it.
All right, down goes Sent. Here comes Haggard. Nothing he can really do, you know. Kind of got to slowly let that walk him down. And now it's just Hulk, no real resources, not even a bar to play with. At least catching a little bit of damage on Doom, but this is all bestowed up for ChrisG.
Yeah, even with Dr. Doom taking so much damage off that shoulder charge, it doesn't even matter. ChrisG is going to be able to take that first game pretty swimmingly there. And already starting off with an air throw for game 2.
All right, and the pickup. Gonna try to catch Hulk. Doesn't get the confirm. That could have been huge, especially if TJ got that happy birthday. But yeah, Hulk already half dead.
Very good coming out here for ChrisG. Hulk trying to find their way back in, trying to go throw it in with the meteor. Not being able to find it. But Haggard getting in with that lariat.
And really stalling out that combo. Gamma charging away from the missiles. This is definitely what TJ wanted. Got Morgan out of here and still got some X Factor to play with on this next incoming guest for ChrisG.
Hulk going to have to play very aggressive right now to use that X Factor, but it's going to be going away. As Dr. Doom will be able to get him with the JM and set up perfectly for the triangle dash.
It is crazy how many JMs I've seen land on specifically Haggard trying to get a Lariat today. That's like the fourth one I've seen.
Oh no, here comes Virgil.
Nice, clean, easy bread and butter right there. So, two characters meter way on TJ's side, but neither of these characters have like a reliable level 3 to really worry about. So, you see ChrisG once again controlling the pace. I like TJ just spinning and making sure the missiles at least don't get to activate right there. Ooh, great throw. Oh, a little bit too late there.
Oh, we caught a lot on that Doom though. Getting a good amount, but that double trigger is going to be coming out for ChrisG to try to make a difference against the Sentinel, who's really making Chris play patient not anymore.
Yeah, and it's so funny because Sentinel's one of those characters where you don't really respect him that much in neutral. You kind of just go in, but ChrisG knows. Oh, Missile saving the day right there. That throw would have been everything, especially if you got like a flight cancel into a hard drive. There. But either way, here come more drones. Haggard just in case, really trying to make ChrisG panic in the situation, but he's just so ready for everything TJ's thrown out.
Already trying to pull off the tricks too. The hitting missile is gonna find it off the hitting missile assist, and of course we're definitely going to be comboing off of that. Hopefully we can get that TAC. Actually dropped it a little bit, but we're fine.
Butter. Oh, he's really not going back up for that infinite. Even right there, it might have been optimal for him to try to get like at least just one rep. The headbutt! Oh no! Oh, that's tough, bro.
Oh, nice pulling that super off too. So much damage. Yeah, that's a dead beam if I've ever seen one.
You know how hard it is to headbutt rapid slash assist? That's crazy, dude.
Oh, but it's just Sentinel left now, and you're going to have to take that super. And you still got a Virgil right in front of your face who's going with the spiral force and trying to chip you out.
Yeah, one hard drive left. Maybe punish something. 8 seconds left on the clock. This is so tough. Oh, I thought that was it. The chip.
Yeah, chip off the stinger going to do that. As now ChrisG is one game away from taking the reset.
Somebody said Chris hasn't tried that infinite in 12 years. I get it, bro.
No, I get it.
He's playing 72 games. I don't think he has that either. At least not prepared for this. But let's see what TJ's prepared for in this third game of the reset. Obviously, he worked so hard to get here, but ChrisG just kind of rolling all over him 2 games up.
Yeah,
nice.
Making sure that this Hulk cannot shoulder charge away and can't get those supers off.
Oh, nice. Crazy work right there. I'm actually really shocked that DP didn't work out. I think ChrisG needed to DHC right there. But now TJ's got the hit. Doom got the guess. Getting thrown into the blender. Got to eat all this damage. And, of course, Rocket Punch is going to make this so much scarier.
Nice. Being able to pick up the ground, too. Waiting for Dr. Doom to do something, put it into X Factor, but that X Factor not going to be helpful. You're stuck blocking all of these supers.
All right, getting out of there. Doesn't have to worry about getting grabbed by Doom either. Again, great patience for ChrisG. He didn't try to like force a jab in that weird kind of like stare down right there. But we do have Virgil here with level 2 X Factor. Just needs a clean confirm on this Hacker.
All they really need to be able to find it. And off that, should be able to take the Hacker out. Yeah, to go into the super, being able to get the maximum Western. Now, we've got Holt trying to come in here and make a difference.
Yeah, TJ, this is your moment. You got to get a point on the board here. ChrisG just a character and a half away from being your DreamHack Atlanta champion. All right, still saying really, really defensive, keeping those missiles as far away and full screen as possible. And, ooh, great throw tap.
Very good breakaway there. Able to get a throw of your own onto Chris. Trying to chase him down to Sentinel. Definitely helping out with that.
And this is where Tong smiles. That's where you play Rocket Punch. Drones would not have gotten you that.
Charge away with that super, leaving just Dr. Doom left to keep Chris alive. And we get him off the wake, and we get him off the bird.
Ooh, caught him with the Tim's point blank. Okay, TJ has a point on the board. He is still in this fight.
Nice work. Now going to be going into a game 9 situation. Already trying to find out the lows and getting the grab on Morgan.
Rocket Punch once again coming through. Who needs drones, man?
We don't need them drones because we got them recent. We got the OTG situation, and more so over, we got them supers.
Oh, yeah. And there goes Morgan. So, pretty good spot for TJ. Once again, ChrisG got to get the Doom. And just the slow, lazy cross under going to be enough. Didn't even have to risk whiffing anything as Hulk, but going to snap in Virgil. And it pays off huge with that cross up.
So good. They're going to be able to launch you yet again, too. Trying to continue the pressure onto Virgil. Going to be able to do so off the lift. It's only been a few seconds, and it's just Doom.
Yo, that was grimy. He, like, tilted his head forward for that cross-up. Absolutely disgusting.
Game 10.
Disgusting work from TJ. Game 10 grand finals. What did I tell you last night? I've never had a grand since, like, less than 8 games. What did I tell you?
Yeah, now we got 10 games. We got 10 whole games.
All right, here we go. ChrisG really got to take the pace and slow it way, way down. TJ was in the driver's seat, and that game was like less than 30 seconds, so he's got to play slow here. Doom getting absolutely annihilated in the background, though.
Always getting annihilated from the side of ChrisG, but now we're trying to get our Soul Fist gameplay up there. We're out to the install. Really not making a good situation on both, but at least we're getting so much chip, but Doom's taking even more damage. Doom's dead. Doom's gone.
Ooh, and Morgan still tagged, and we get the snap on top of it. Virgil got a guess for game. Guess is wrong. Unfortunately, here comes the giant fist from Hulk. Rocket Punch gonna help out, taking him out meterless, and now just the Morgan is left for ChrisG. Goes to the level 3 though. Doesn't find him, but stays safe with the X.
Just cancel it into X Factor. Hulk gonna be popping off his super. Gotta find any way to get on this Morgan. It's a 3v1 situation. We don't have X Factor on the side of TJ though. They gotta keep aware of that, but they're able to find the opening.
And this should do it if he's able to finish this. Rocket Punch, of course, going to help out. And TJ is your DreamHack Atlanta Marvel vs. Capcom 3 champion in a nail-biter of a Game 10 scenario. My God.
Oh, after 10 whole games, so back and forth, in the end, it's going to be TJ being able to rep for themselves, rep for the young scene, going to be able to take the DreamHack win.
My God. And you know who walked up? Tong. You know what he's doing? Smiling.
Yes.
I didn't see what he said to TJ. He probably just said, Rocket Punch. Like, that's probably all he said right there, man. Man, Rocket Punch literally saving the day. Well, chat, that is going to do it for Marvel vs. Capcom this weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Coming up next, we got Mortal Kombat 1. But before we go, of course, check me out on Twitter at PsyPBLK, on Blue Sky at Psy-FGC. And if you're curious about anime, movies, Marvel, all that other stuff, check out my podcast, Shonen Chumps, episodes every Friday, including here while I'm here. So definitely check us out on all streaming platforms. NM, it has been a blast. Anything you want to say to the people before we sign off?
Of course, you can catch me on Twitter and Twitch at Ninstar123, as you see below. A lot of my commentary stuff I'm doing, but also 2XKO runs in brackets and other content stuff. I got some stuff cooking up too, especially if you love to net it up. But other than that, I've been having a really fun time with here with you, Sai, and before with Knitting 2. It's the end of my 4.5 commentator gauntlet, so I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night before I have to be here bright and early tomorrow.
I bet you are, man. Well, y'all stay tuned. We got some hot Mortal Kombat 1 action coming up. Thanks so much for watching. Don't go nowhere.
Deuces.